have something in Austin about somebody went to Montreal and did very well, and they gave him the world. And when they
EA Games.
we had a pretty good movie career going. There was a particular director I fell in love with, you know, and
Hey, hey, fuck it up, 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 fu Oh boy. How's this gonna work? Okay.
Again, because how they gonna do it? They got
All right.
how they gonna treat other people? They're still gonna come to the comedy store 2 cents. You know, it's very interesting to see all those things also. And then I want everybody to be ready before they
So
go to the that's what my point is here in this comedy career. There's 2 fucking careers.
all right.
There's that fucking around one. You got your friend, he's in New York and Paris shit, and you move up a little bit, and then you move up a little bit, then guess what?
Ew.
It gets fucking real.
No.
Now every time you go on stage,
Where's the map options?
Like, Mom, I'd walk in the car going, this is the last time I'm gonna see this building.
Yeah, I feel that way every time I go on stage. I do.
It's fucking nerve-wracking.
We want waves and we want color.
I don't know. That thinking in your mind.
Ah, that's what I wanted to do. Load region.
And, you know, all these things, I want you, when you walk, listen, you know, I don't even know how I was prepared.
I left my heart in San Francisco.
That audition was scary enough. If you want me to sit here and go, oh no, I just walked in there. No, you shit in your pants. You got a bead of piss that's about to come out of your porno. I had to wrap my uncircumcised dick with a dress tie. You know,
Control X.
You don't want to have a cocktail. You might forget your material. You don't want to smoke pot because you might forget your material. It's 1,000 things. You going up in front
Control
of
X.
your future.
I'll try and
Whatever you think it is.
Control X.
So what if you go, yeah,
You deserve
you
it.
walk in there and she goes, no.
Apparently in this game.
Now what do we got?
Ooh.
Find out what her feedback is. When you just got off it, or, you know, if she
There you go.
come back in 6 months.
Control X. How dry I am.
I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. You do what the fuck you want to do. She gave you 6 months. You show up in 9 months, you blow the fucking wig off. And now you're awake. But what if she didn't tell
That's
you
what got me in trouble.
Right? I don't know how you would do it.
I don't know. I would have had to go to a lab doctor the next day. You know, remember, I got that way on a Monday. Next Tuesday, I went to a lab doctor. Waited all day, had a great set, and the guy's like, it's never going to work. Jamie Masada, who, once I got the podcast, he was calling me every week.
I'm trying.
I don't like Jay, you know, I'm not. But it's really real. And you have to take that and learn how to move forward. Other people can't take 3 of those punches to the head and not move forward. drink, the girlfriend done before that shit. That's enough right there. That's
Well, then, didn't Ari get turned down? Like, not
All right, let's try.
no, there's like 18 times.
yeah.
Dang.
What do you think about
I'ma say this though.
doing theater and film?
She listen, man. When you get into comedy, it's not about the money. It's the fucking it's the longevity. What you know. You have to. It's a different. You sell a piece of your soul. You sell a piece of yourself.
Alright, hold on.
Don't get popularity. You lose pieces of yourself.
I just want to exit the region, really.
Because who wants a piece of you? Yeah, you want a piece of you. The managers come out of the woodwork. The same people you talking 10 years ago. And told you to trap that
I do what I want on my channel, sir.
Now they call you.
The one lower than 1600 by 1200. Okay.
Why did you not sign with me? You told me it's like tennis 10 years ago. You know.
Ooh, there it is.
That itself, all that, you know, because now.
All right, we'll see.
I want you guys.
We'll see.
No comedy, 100% internet before you get started.
EA Games.
It's off kilter.
Because
Oh shit.
that's becoming a blue belt. 50% of people quit right off the bat. I could, you know, if I got a notebook and I wanted to be a dick and embarrass people, I saw 10 comics who lasted.
All right.
We know where we're going.
Were they doing anything in LA?
They were starting to. But it wasn't home. People hit home runs. People want to jump up and down. Now you're a major league ball. Nobody knows where the fuck you are. You're carrying towels. You're fucking bringing waters. You're calling people mister. It's the same, you know, it's the same fucking concept. So, being a king in your town, headlining, people coming up here, now you get that way. It's college football. You're a big high school star, go to Division One. You're not, you know, you're 6'6", guess what? There's 20 motherfuckers like that. And they all run before you faster than you, bitch. You're like, and you get there, and these guys are jumping. Here you thought you were Johnny Alice.
Right.
Your high school program, you were Johnny Alice. The recent movie with Clint Eastwood and Justin Timberlake and Amy Adams.
Oh,
He plays a scout,
right.
and the kid is like they're blowing smoke up his ass. The father.
Sorry, y'all. We just working through some things.
Do nothing for $10,000. You know, who's this dumb motherfucker trying to hit the ball? See, these are the people that piss you off. They don't bother you all day, then they want to bother you when you're on the fucking fight. So, you know, he gets to the Atlanta Braves. The Mexicans throwing heat at him, you know. El Santiago, whatever his fucking name is.
EA Games.
That made it worse.
Because he's been going for fucking 4 years.
Jesus, deliver me.
Your mind can
Now it's Sim C. No. Oh, Lord. Oh, gosh. Oh, boy. Alright. Okay.
You know, somebody saw you in a club in New York, decided to test you in Montreal, you know, put you in Montreal where people are dying.
Nah, I'll figure it out.
Oh my God, he's 28. He's so late.
Alright,
He sends him, gives him a deal, and he stumbles into the fucking store with ego.
maybe if I do it like that.
Oh, you see that? I saw it down.
So first of all,
That's tough, that rejection.
the task manager.
When you're used to doing so well.
Yeah, 3 years from now, you're touring and you go to a club and he shows up. Hey, what happened to you? Oh, my grandmother, she lost her power with diabetes and I had to move back. Again. I'm still having
EA games. Still a damn mess.
too much. And there's nothing wrong with accepting. And now, without further delay, I gotta talk to you two. I'll be back.
Still says something. That's hilarious to me.
Listen up. There's an action-packed fight card for UFC 300 this weekend, and you do not want to miss out the fun. This is not just going to be fun, it's going to be a history-type card. DraftKings Sportsbook, your favorite sports betting partner in the UFC, is giving new customers a shot to turn $5 into 150 in bonus bets with any UFC 300 bet. Listen, it's going to be a great fight. Former champions jumping, camoring each other. It's going to be tremendous. I am very excited. And who's better than you when you're betting with DraftKings? You know who? Nobody. So do yourself a favor. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app and press in code JOEY. J-O-E-Y. Listen, you got the
Okay.
credits, right? Bonus credits instantly. And what do you got? The NBA playoffs next weekend. You told me you're good at baskets. This is your chance to
EA games.
now get it together. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app. Press in code
Now
JOEY.
it made it worse.
Get on the action for UFC.
We gonna figure it out
It's
though.
gonna be tremendous. Like I told you, new customers can bet $5 to get 150 instantly in bonus bets at DraftKings Sportsbook with code JOEY. And I'll tell you something else about DraftKings. You know what? The crown is yours.
It's mine, it's mine, it's mine.
You're back, bitches. Yes.
I'm doing good, man. We were talking about comedy, like, I just like not having shows. Like, before, I haven't had that in a while.
It's a rough week, but after a week you have, listen, sometimes everything helps a little bit. Now your body got a chance to rest, your mind is clear, and your body, your mind.
EA games.
You learned a lot of
Just
things
leave it
on
alone.
stage.
Don't touch it. Nothing else.
It wasn't you expected. You thought it was going to be Sinatra people.
We just wanted to deal with it like this.
A lot of air tanks and oxygen tanks, fucking patches, and people with spots like me, and you know, it's
All right.
not the clientele you thought.
It's back to normal.
You learn.
I'm not
It taught you how to
touching
rough it. You know, you have
the
to
option again.
You have to sleep at night in that hotel with fucking a suitcase in front of your door.
Is that better?
Right there, man. And that's part of it.
Oh, yeah.
That's all part of this fucking what you're going for at the end. You don't see it now. Nobody does. Nobody does. The suffering and the fucking sleeping in shitty places where you're like, you know what? I'm not even gonna sleep in here. I'll sleep in my car. I'm coming here and take a shower in the morning, but I ain't sleeping here. That type of shit, the houses and long sets and people ripping you off. Listen, I came here 4 years ago. Let's talk about facts. And I decided that I wasn't ready to go on the road.
I was in New York last time.
I needed some time. I didn't like what was going on. I didn't feel good. I didn't want to get over on the road. You know, I'm a fat dude with shitty lungs. You know, there were my reasons. Plus, my daughter.
Like, oh boy.
My daughter a little bit. Staying home.
Alright, we are back, people.
4 months. You know, just I decided inside, let me sit. I was getting the weed, fucking stuff. I didn't know. I didn't really know podcasts. I didn't know what to do. 3 months after somebody called me and put me on the air. And they're like, if you don't want to do this, think about it.
Right.
Let's do it. We really want to look at this thing. I was talking to that 5 fucking months.
All right, so we back.
This is 2006.
We back.
The money of good money
We back.
isn't going to be great. It's going to have to truck it.
We are back. Where's the little demolish thing at?
And I took it. And I started working for a month of me. And I'll tell you what happened. I thought about the time I bumped into Slam. And I bumped into something I had heard earlier. And all these idiots are like, wait, you still doing the joke thing? And you're like, yeah. Tell us a joke. Let's see how funny. You always need to tell us a music. People say that. And then they're like, hey, how much you make?
Alright, so finally got it figured out. SimCity 4 gameplay, here we are.
Yeah, but Joey, it cost me $15 in gas. They're giving you 15 minutes of one of the best comics in the world. He's doing you a fucking solid. And here, all you're worried about is a limo. And you get those guys. Like, if I'm working for him, I want a limo. No, you got 8 minutes. You just bombed at the fucking Silver Frog on a Tuesday night. And you want to, if you lose that night, there's somebody calling me a buddy or whatever. But all that shit, people rip you off, and you go there. That was a year that this woman didn't want me in her thumbs. And I would call every week for a message. She'd give it to me basically.
Give it to me, baby. Oh. Ow, 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 ow. Ow, 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 ow.
I was done in her. Like, just because she wasn't going to book me, that means I wasn't going to work with her. I'm working with fucking you. Because if you don't book me, I'm going to call the bar owner or the club owner and ask him. He's going to go, why didn't you book Joey Diaz?
Give it to me, baby.
Well, right there I realized all that shit I did for 3 years in Seattle, right there, when I first moved to LA, the people were booking me shit. I was going to fucking, what's that shit called? What's the road I used to always do that? The road. I'm sorry. You got the 7, the road 7, you got something. No, that turn is going to put them down like an hour away.
Let's see. When I came home last night.
I pay for your own thing.
The fastest
Yeah, that's complete. Those are the things. Yeah, that's complete. Those are the things.
Well, it's not too bad. Okay. That'll have to do.
Now, let me ask you a question. I know I'm going to get fucking rail for this. I know 10 people, okay, that get a check every year for them being done. They don't even have to leave their house. Margaret.
You don't have any jobs, huh?
She's Korean. They love Margaret Cho so much that they'll say, well, let's get a Korean actress on hold. Give her $250,000 and hold it for the year. You know, every year the networks have a write-off, which means, you know,
agriculture.
We'll do a Jewish musical and we'll see how it goes, whatever. And that's
Where is the
they know you're not gonna write a Jewish musical, but it's gonna make you 50 large. You can pay for your insurance. You follow me? So Hollywood always takes it. Sarah Silverman, she's on TV doing a fucking pet show now.
Yeah.
I don't think she wanted to do that, but they called me and said, we think this is a good idea. We're going to give you this type of money. You got to come down and play with pets for an hour. You're not going to take that money. Oh, well, Sarah Silverman's a sellout. Bitch, she's been doing it for 30 fucking years. At this point, yeah, because you put that work in. People will call you with the easiest shit in the world. What? You go, oh, that's for that time. And all these things are paid. Huh?
And like you felt bad about it. I don't know why you feel bad about it. Isn't that everyone's goal?
At first, well, it wasn't my goal, you know. I'm Spanish. I like to work, I like to mow lawns, I like to paint houses and drink the bombages. It was just, it bothered me.
Well, what's the commute though? I don't know.
I'm surprised you did.
Then to settle, I had to go 30 fucking years. You know, 10 of those were real. You know, living in a car, living with a stripper in Seattle, fucking living in a basement in Boulder, you know, shoplifting tents and bringing them back. I mean, those 10 years were real, but I was thinking about something. When I left Boulder, Colorado, June 30th, 1995. For the 10th anniversary, I released The Longest Yard.
Okay.
So it took me 10 years from the time I left Boulder. I already had 5 years under my belt, 4 years of comedy. And before that, I had Spider-Man and Taxi, and I analyzed that. But for me, it took 10 years to get something that I really wanted. And it was The Longest Yard. It was 14 years in. I was at the right place at the right time. I didn't get it because I was better than anybody. I got it because I made myself funnier for the road, you know, and I got it, not because I was better. I was at the right place at the right fucking time. It was, every other movie I got killed in the beginning. You know, it was always something. And this is the first time I was going to be
shit. I'm trying to figure out.
10 years, just to let comics know. From the time I said, fuck Boston, fuck New York, fuck this, wherever you're living, fuck Oklahoma, it took me another 5 years of struggling. And, you know, LA was not no picnic the first 3 years, sleeping on Ralphie's couches.
So there are no commuters.
Doing coke, and it wasn't an
Y'all
easy
some lying assholes.
And do you not get booked for the whole time on The Longest Yard? Like you got booked for like a short time and then like didn't pick you out for longer?
Yeah, the contract was like a 4-week contract. And then after the go get him a Diet Coke, that was it.
And dude, like that's why like I can't imagine you feeling bad forever. Cause like I would imagine you felt pretty bad when you saw people who weren't as funny as you getting opportunities.
Oh. Every young comic was gonna see that, right? And that should make you 20% angry and give you 80% ambition to say to yourself, if he did it, I could do it. And if he did it, I shouldn't be mad at him. He opened up a door.
Shit.
Now this, you know what I want to do.
I try not to be. I guess
Oh,
for me
fuck.
the word would be jealous. I'm more jealous than angry. I'm not angry at anyone for being successful. But when I see people that I feel like maybe I'm better than I doing the listen.
That's when you have to just focus on your journey and go, fuck it, I gotta get as funny as him. You don't wish him any harm.
No.
You don't want him to fall off a train and nothing but. You go, I'm gonna be as funny as him.
I have. We are connected to our neighbors.
You can do that, I can do that. You know, it's like when you start with a guy. There's always that guy that you started 2 weeks before, or he started 3 weeks after you in Boston. And after about 3 months, you become friends, and you're doing the same things. But he got into Lac Boston, you got into City Winery, you know. And all of a sudden, you're like, what am I doing wrong? And he gets you in over at Lac Boston, now it's worse. You're MCing, and he's a feature, you know. And you know what? It should mess with you a tiny bit. Maybe let you know you didn't work hard enough. Maybe you weren't at the right place at the right time. You know, maybe you rubbed the owner of the Lac Boston wrong. You know, there's 1,000 things that are beyond your control. You were at a club one night, open mic, and the manager from Lac Boston came in. You had 3 beers in you. You went up to him. When am I going to get booked in Lac Boston? I'm a funny Jew. Okay. Check, please. There's 1,000 variables. But at the end, you look at that person, you go, God bless you. And then you go on your mission. And that's when you put the fireman hat on. Like we discussed. It's a fireman hat. Things are going to hit you, and that's what, not that way. So it rolls off. And you're moving head first. Like, you always want to keep your chin up, but at this point in your life, you're working like this, and you're damaging your third eye because you know you got to steamroll past the bullshit. And there's going to be a lot of it. Some of it is self-inflicted. Some of it is you bring it on yourself, and some of it is nature. Not everybody's going to like you.
Right.
You look at those people, and you know what? Don't go, I'll be back here in 3 years and I'm headlining. Fuck you, you don't know. Thank you for your time.
Right.
And just go, someday you're going to call me for a gift.
Well, how come that's not showing
I
up?
hope so. I always...
Very humbly, very humble. Like, you know. You're going to go, okay. And if you're an asshole, you're going to go, fuck you. But you're going to go, okay, I get it now. You go down there, you give him a big hug. He cracks a joke, you crack a joke. You both know why you're there. There's no reason to bring it up. Well, you both know why you're there. He needs you to sell alcohol, and you need him to sell the fucking tickets. Or he needs you to sell tickets, and he needs to sell alcohol. And once you realize that, that's a very tough swallow for comics.
Yeah.
One that we'll get to in a few months.
Okay.
That's a very tough swallow for comics. There's a lot of tough swallows for comics, but you gotta, you know, listen, I've always said, when you're a comic, you're a hooker. You're no different from the beginning. You're just trying to get
Not you're a hooker. Goddamn.
It's our instinct. It's nothing that you're wrong with you. Or, my mother didn't raise me right. She burned me with cigarettes. Blah, blah, blah. You just fucking and people, it takes some people some time to get it. But once those motherfuckers get it, you're gonna have a problem.
Right. And it's very hard.
What? My mayor rating is going up?
But it's...
Oh, yes.
I don't know. I can see where people would drop off. I'm only been doing it in my 6th year. Like to keep pushing past, but people not responding to your calls or things like that. It's like, oh my god.
Very tough. And that's why sometimes you gotta get out there. Like, because you don't know who's going to be at that open mic playing big shot. I'm the assistant to the assistant manager from Club Royale. I speak to the booker every day.
Right.
I had people come up to me with the wildest fucking stories. The wildest stories. About their father knew this guy and he'd make a call for me. It was absurd. And you know what? Some people didn't. I just wasn't ready.
Really? You weren't? What happened?
Where you been doing comedy shows at? New York Comedy Club, and you know this guy. You know this guy. That no, not really. I heard of him. He's fucking great. That guy. Okay. Are you getting paid for your gigs? No. Well, fucking funny, man. I'm telling you. Okay. We'll call you.
Right.
You know, it's. We're knuckleheads.
Alright.
We're knuckleheads.
That should be enough, right?
At least we know that going in.
Or am I tripping?
But know that in time you'll get it. You know, I was talking about my wife.
Lord.
In 2003, my wife got sick and tired of me coming home with no cash. Every weekend I got.
Don't tell me y'all abandoned this shit.
I slept over so I had to pay for a new plane ticket. And some of the stories were true.
Alright. So, the jobs.
Okay.
And that's the tough education when you're a comic. You're trying to save $10. Now, the club wants you to stay an extra night. When you go to add that plane ticket, they want $800. Now you're stuck there for a week. Because if you give up that ticket, or you gotta tell this guy, you know, you want you to stay. You know, my plane ticket, okay, next time. There ain't gonna be no next time, kid. Just gave you the opportunity to, like, you know, it's the thing I like the most about comedy, every day was a new adventure. Ooh. Yeah, a little bass drum behind me.
Yeah, of course I heard it. What do you mean? Sound like you shoot yourself?
Nah, it wasn't no shit. I thought it was at first. That's why I had to bend over to stop it. The clamp on it just in case. But tip top would do. I think about my life from June 13th, July 13th of 80, whatever the fuck I got on stage. 91 to fucking 2003. And I wouldn't trade it for anything. That was an education that I can't even write in a book. I can't describe it to you. I don't even know half of it, but I do know this. And I was telling you this when we were doing the church. Now man, Dion and I did something in the main room that I remember I learned that what was triple.
Right.
Like there was a lot of times I'd be in a theater, Milwaukee, New York, and something would happen and I would roll with it. And I'd go, wow, that's something that I learned 24 years ago.
And you would remember the show where you learned it?
Not the show, but I remember where I learned it. That pause, or the way you look at the audience, or just something. A special way that you did something, and you go, oh, shit. You know, it starts coming back, and you see the importance of those years.
Right.
You see the importance of those years. You know, when you look at a great jiu-jitsu guy like Roger Gracie.
I try to follow the advice of my advisors best I can.
Roger Gracie doesn't do anything.
See if that helps.
Even if you know Roger Gracie's gonna mount you and choke you, you're not gonna stop him. It'll take him 35 minutes, but he's gonna fucking do it. He's gonna stay on that move and commit to it. I don't know what my point was. The elbows are kicking in.
How do you, I guess the last question I have is like, how if you're not like really like.
Whoa, what was that? You just broke or something?
No, cop.
You what?
The cop. I think I cop.
Nah, I can smell the edible burp from me. How many milligrams you take? Like 10?
I took 100 again.
No, you didn't.
It's like, damn.
You took those pharmacy, like, you didn't take one of my killer pills. When you take those, you gotta take 2 weeks. Yeah, I can't take 200. Why not? What's the problem?
There's a lot of time I took 200 and I passed out.
Well, these aren't even the hundreds.
Well, but then what am I? Why am I doubling?
Because you only took like 40 in real life. These are.
I cannot take 40.
I can tell.
No, you can't.
Look. I've been with you. Yeah, look at your eyes. Wow. I can tell by your characteristics.
What? That I'm conscious or what do you mean?
No, I can just tell. You know, you're only eating 60 in there. Maybe 68.
No.
You gotta double up on those to make a 140. You gotta start training. You're coming to New York this week. You don't know when I'm gonna show up.
Oh, I'm always used to it.
I know. So one of those nights, you're gonna have a hard time making it home because I'm sticking ABXs in every fucking your goddamn body, plus mushrooms, plus I'm gonna make you one of those falafel dogs with the saffron umbrella. And you're gonna get back to your room, you're gonna eat mushrooms on an edible, then you're gonna shit blood. You're gonna find out what life is like with the comedian. When you wake up and you shit blood, you're like, man.
How often are you shitting blood? I don't think that's comedy. I don't think comedy makes you shit blood on a regular basis.
It should, because your nerves are shattered, but like, I was doing comedy about 10 years, about 8 years, and I started going out in Miami. And they used to have one of those frozen drink places.
Okay.
I forget what it was called. Fucking delicious. Right across. And they had, like, everything was like 90 proof, but they had a drink that was beet red.
Right.
Tasted like gasoline and turpentine with a little smoothie in it, like a little bit of like a slushy.
Right.
It was 140 fucking proof. So as soon as I got off the stage as a feature act, I would run across and get like the white cream one and the 140 one across the street to the condo. I put it in the refrigerator, I cut up my coke, get it ready for the night, put a package aside for the big one that was coming over later, and then I would go back out of the crowd, right?
You just got off stage and you run across to the condo and cut your coke.
Well, I would pick up the package before I got on stage. The Colombian would come to the bar, the Miami Improv. This is 98. I don't even know why I'm telling you this. I don't even know how we got here. The guy would come to the bar. He was the coolest motherfucker in the world. He asked him, "Do you need something?" He called the club.
Right.
He'd be waiting. It'd be like 7:45. "Oh, Joey, it's for you." "Hi, how you doing?" "Hey, it's the Colombian. You need anything?" "Yeah, 100. He would come to the bar. I wasn't even on stage yet. I didn't have a dime in my pocket. I would have to go to the club manager and go, "Dog, come on, I need a yardstick real quick." I'm going to take it out of my pay. And he's like, "Come on, dog, give me the yardstick. In fact, give me 120. Because I need to get Chinese food tomorrow and I'm going to get clothes." I wasn't getting no clothes. I go to the bar, and I put my $100 on the bar, order a drink. He would give me change. And then the Colombian would take the coke, put it in that, and throw it on the floor. And I would step on it. And then he'd walk out, I wouldn't touch it. I'd have a little drink to get me started. I'd go up on stage, rip it. Get off the stage, the coke would be in my pocket, burning a hole in that motherfucker. I'd run right to the fucking juice place. I'd get myself 2 cocktails and run right across the street to the condo, put one away, cut up the package, save some for later, and then I'd go back out. And for every drink I got at the Improv, I got one more of those fucking red drinks over there. So I would eat a bunch of pills and fucking drink and do blow. I didn't know what I was doing.
A bigger school? How cool.
People just give me shit. So I didn't know what I was doing.
Oh, how
In the
cool.
morning, and my sink and my toilet would be filled with what I thought was blood. You know, and I would go, fuck it, you know. C'est la vida. I'm living like Lenny Bruce. Fuck it, this is it.
Yeah, you're actually shitting blood.
What else would I be doing having this type of fun?
Certain something in the certain something in air ain't low. What y'all talking about? The shade. The shade of it all. We already have a school though, so it's fine.
I'm at the store.
Um,
And these clubs. I'm getting $500, no credit card. But I was getting a credit card because they gave me the credit card one time. So I was just getting them the fucking card. Oh.
Fine.
Anyway, my point from Miami for the longest time,
Right.
I would puke in the middle of the night.
Right.
And I'd puke in the toilet, and then the toilet would sink, and all that was left was red stuff. And I'd go, oh well, it was a good week in Miami.
Yeah, but let me talk about like shitting blood.
What?
Then you're talking about like shitting blood. What makes you do that?
I didn't know I would puke, and then I'd flush
I
the
know
toilet.
you. Oh.
And what was living around was that red stuff. So I would almost took a shit in the middle of the night and shit blood. And this is the, at that point, I didn't care. I was missing a tooth in the back that used to squirt at people. You gotta fix that. You're gonna die. I was doing an abscess for 10 years. You know what I'm saying? Every time it gets swollen, I put a coke rock in it and pop that motherfucker with a needle in the middle of the night. It was insane.
How often would you spray it? How often would it go up enough to like spray it?
Whenever I wanted it to go away, you can say it. It was like that rose, people having their jacket, and they smell the rose, then they hit you. Next time I'm on a road, I'll remind them. We'd be sitting in a circle in the back of the comedy store. This had to be 99, 98. This would swell up right here. And we'd shoot this way because I ripped the tooth out. Oh, no. So I would go home and get a bottle of Jack and Boulder and a wrench, and I would just work it all night until it came out and shit. So when I broke it, there was still a little piece left, and then it got infected. So it would swell up. So finally I had the balls, put a needle in there, and squeeze it, it was terrible. After that, it would fill up once a month. I would just go, and it would just go. Because Joe Rogan, I would make a noise to Joe Rogan, like I look, and he'd go, oh my God, man, I stick my thing, and I go, yeah, pumping with a little rubber jacket.
These people will be alright. This fucking weed show.
Didn't even know about it. You know, Prince is coming 2 days later,
Oh, shit.
Jesus Christ, I'm pinching shit in my job.
The good people were, that's the guy.
So, you have no
But
idea.
you
Listen, I gotta take these stuff to a room, get out of here. This edible is because I ate the
These
dark
other
chocolate.
guys will tell me
You
how
know, that's a 2,500 milligram bar. I didn't eat the whole thing tonight.
it does it for you.
But I ate 6 ABXs. I got nowhere to go.
I would hope not. Like, you know,
I'm
like that kid
gonna
about
find some. Let's just speed it up.
you talk about this shit like it's normal. It's not normal.
Because y'all acting like I'm not giving y'all nothing.
No glasses. These fucking persons that I wake up tomorrow. Oh my God, yeah, no, I don't want no fuck. Look at you, look at your background.
Not a gay Batman, bitch. But one of those advice prompts that came up threw me off. Why should I build up a neighboring plot of land when the point is to have the growth in your own city? If you have jobs and shit, you know what? Out of control. I swear sometimes this game is just fucking confusing to me.
It was a beautiful day to be alive. It was 80 fucking degrees here in Jersey, man.
Yeah, that's
I
right.
couldn't believe it. I went out this morning, it was 66. I had to come in and change. Oh, I put on some short things.
I'll exit the reason.
It was a beautiful day. I went to Korea today.
I built,
fucking delicious. I gotta tell you, I'm not a big cheeseburger guy. I'm not a hamburger guy. I tried to get it out of my system 20 years ago. You know, like, because if not, you end up eating a fucking burger every goddamn day. You know. And I found that place in the valley, which was good about 3 times.
You know,
And I went to the room, they sold the burger, it was dry. You know.
It was a fancy
Oh,
burger.
Fano.
It was a
Ooh.
fancy
Like a hipster one, not fancy, hipster.
hipster, but the burger was pretty good, and they did a good job. They had fries and mozzarella on it, you know, those
Mhm.
HIV fries, but fucking with the
I like
you know,
those
you don't put
HIV
cheese on
fries.
my
I
fries,
am
don't put it on a steak fry. Fucking HIV fry will break it off.
so
Overkill,
done
you know,
with him.
they just break it off. So this place
How does it
actually has a
feel?
Monday night burger
Dun,
for
dun, 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 dun.
$16.95. The fucking burger is like short rib, you know, the flavor on it. You get it a little rare, so
And
you
that,
bite in, and the flavor is out of this fucking.
and that's not even like, that's really reasonable. McDonald's is costing that much now.
Bro, $16.95 and a fucking beer. I'm running. I don't eat a lot of burgers. If I go there once every 90 days for a burger, but today I felt like a fucking burger.
Oh
I
yeah.
would have drank a beer, but I would have got too fucked up for a podcast. You know what I mean? I would
So
have been
funny.
drooling.
You get that fucked up from one beer?
2 weeks ago on Easter Sunday, I took my family out and I got sangria.
Oh, nice.
And I said, what could one glass of sangria do with me? But my fucking nature popped up and I drank half the pitcher.
Yeah.
I got home. The alcohol with the food, it just didn't mix. I fucking barfed and I had to go upstairs and go to sleep.
Wow.
I drank. It's a waste of time for me. It's not good. It depresses me. It's over. It doesn't depress me as much as I used to when I was younger. You know, even those last couple of years at the comedy school, very embarrassing. People talking to you, you got a fucking water in your head. Like some fucking mamook. You know, I wish I could drink 2 or 3 rum and cokes and go home. I wish I knew how to do that. But after the first one, it's over. I get sick. The soda, the sweetener, it just, the whole thing.
Wow. And you think it's a soda?
But it's alcohol.
Just all alcohol. That's crazy.
It's alcohol. You know,
Especially you have such a big tolerance for other things.
I'm a fucking horse. But like today, I had to give the spirits a glass of Bacardi this morning.
Oh, okay.
I buy them a little fucking bottle of Bacardi and I give the spirits a glass on Mondays. Just smelling it fucking drives me crazy.
Really?
Smelling it, yeah. Fucking
What do
crazy.
you? That is crazy. But the burger is nice. I love. Do they have anywhere to sit outside of the cutoff story or no?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
And
When
I
it gets-
listen, if I had a ride, I would have got a burger. And they have a beer in a frozen mug, which is my all-time favorite.
yeah.
If you can drink a beer, it's got to be in a frosted fucking mug. And don't give me a half frosted mug with a little bit of ice. I mean, I want that motherfucker to be, you know, I want it to stick to my fingers when I'm drinking it. You follow me?
Do you ever have that at your own house? You put them in the freezer?
No. No. Sometimes for like egg creams or something. But then you get the odor of the fucking meat, whatever duck your mom has in there. You know, you're trying to enjoy your soda and all of a sudden fucking it tastes like fucking chicken a la mode, whatever the fuck it is.
That's
All right, let's get this motherfucker started, Jack. What's happening, you beautiful savages? It's Tuesday, the 16th of April.
I need a bus stop for you
420
bitches.
is almost here.
Where is
And I'm
the
gonna
bus stop?
party with the
Where
savages
is?
with my little freeze pipe. All the freeze pipe gear you need is top notch. Ready? Just pop it into the freezer for 1 hour. When the smoke passes
Okay,
through it,
well,
forget about it. It's like you're smoking on a cloud. Everything opens up. Even if you cough, it feels a lot better. You're not spitting up that black stuff that you usually spit by smoking that staminka weed. You know what I'm saying? You're living like a doctor. And that's what happens with the freeze pipe. Me, for the last 4 or 5 years, that's all I use. That's the only glass I use. The freeze pipe. Why? Like I told Lee today in the podcast, I'm going to go from some type of lung thing. So it don't matter. If you're walking on ice, you might as well dance. But with the freeze pipe, I feel a lot better. I don't wake up in the morning like I smoke 20 joints with paper for you professionals. You understand what I'm saying here? So do yourself a favor. Let the freeze pipe level up your experience. Visit thefreezepipe.com and check out the biggest sale of the year. Hey, listen, freeze pipe wants you to have their products. You understand me? Whether it's the bubbler, the big bang, they're all special, unique And guess what else they do? They'll rock your world, John. So do yourself a favor. Visit thefreezepipe.com. See
No, I
something you
don't.
like? It's not on
Because I
sale.
turned it off.
Use code DIAZ, D-I-A-Z, for 10% off your entire order. That's thefreezepipe.com with code DIAZ, D-I-A-Z, for 10% off. You ready? American owned, affordably priced, and free domestic shipping. If you order today, Tuesday, you're going to get out of 420 that you're going to remember. Just remember, American owned. Oh, beautiful. Oh, great. Listen, the check-in is also brought to you by, I got lost there for a second. You know what I'm saying? It's Tuesday. It was a long Monday. Anyway,
No.
the check-in is brought to you by Liquid IV, my friend.
No.
Listen, you're not getting any younger. Put down the booze
No.
and start drinking some liquids, like Liquid IV. This stuff keeps me going. Listen, I don't even drink a free energy drink before jiu-jitsu. I drink a Liquid IV. I got the little, what is it, the acai, the blue acai or something. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. And you gotta try the Concord grape, the pina colada. You got the sea berry. You got the, forget about it. Listen, I love everything they put out. I really do. And like I said, a friend of mine told me he don't do no drinks before jiu-jitsu. He drinks 16 ounces. And I started doing it, and guess what? It got to do. I'm losing weight. I'm looking better. You know, looking. Anyway, mix one stick with water, and you're good to go. I keep a Liquid IV in my bag, one in the car, just in case. You know, you got a flat tire. What are you gonna do? You're gonna drink that whole water in the back. You might as well fill it up and make believe. Anyway, turn your water into extraordinary hydration.
All right.
What we're gonna do here, get 20% off your first order of Liquid IV when you go to liquidiv.com. Again, that's liquidiv.com. Pressing code Joey. Joey.
The people are just going to have to deal. You know, they're just going to have to deal
20% off your first order
with what I want to know.
Promo code Joey. Listen, Liquid IV's helped me a lot. It's going to help you too. And without further ado, let's get to this check-in. Turn off your TVs, run for your lives. It's over. Let it put down this planet. Just to give up. If Uncle Joey can do it, I can rule the world. That's what you gotta be thinking. Bam! What's happening? Happy Monday, cocklickers. Or happy Tuesday.
Not cocklickers.
I just
20 week and the
I'm deceased up in here.
I just saw, by the way, someone sent me a clip of, like, when I would get super high and laugh. And one of the biggest things that made me laugh was when you for a while you were calling Onnit.com, alphabrain.com, and it just, like, we got so high that I just could not stop laughing. I would just be, if people thought I was
It's a police station.
I would just fucking...
Listen, brother, the damage we did took years to recover. Thank God for the pandemic, all right? Because people really have no idea. Thank God for the fucking pandemic. 2,000 milligrams a day and 22
This
days.
should make your asses happy.
Somewhere along the line.
Because I'm not doing it again.
But it was just so much fun. But yeah, I don't remember a lot. But
Here we go. Alright. The Prince of Dark. Small potatoes. I'm not.
Just thinking about it. You know, and I don't want to. Listen, man, the worst thing I see lately is like a high-level comic comes to town, and also a comic that's maybe.
Y'all got a lot of schools over here.
I didn't know this was going on tonight. Oh, you want me to do a set? I don't want to be that guy. And Josh is my brother. He knows. We always have that. But I don't want to be that guy. I don't want, and I can't sit in the audience because people are terrorized. And if you take a picture, fucking Josh on stage.
But
Movies that still, it doesn't work. It doesn't work. You know, I wanted to go see Tony Rock last week. But I can't. You know, it's just so many fucking things. I don't have Tony Rock's number.
right.
Or called him and said, I'll slip in the back with you or something. I can't go in there. Now, listen, my motto has always been for me, right now, the last 10 years, I could come into your room Wednesday and Thursday and do just so. Friday and Saturday, and go out for the headline. If I'm going to show up on a Friday and a Saturday, what the fuck is wrong with me?
How much
You think so?
education related shit
You're crazy?
do you want me to
No,
put down?
It looks like I'm trying to steal somebody else's thunder. And I don't want to do that. I never want to try to steal somebody's thunder. People work hard. I was never one of those guys to bump people. I was never one of those guys to run the light. Before you can become a great comic, you have to respect other comics and respect the comedy rooms and, you know, just all around. And that's what, if you do that all the time, you will become a better comic. It starts with respecting everybody else. Listen, I don't have the heart to walk into a club and bump comics.
What do you do when people ask you if you want to bump?
No, I'll wait. Like, I walk in a room and they'll go, you can go up whenever you need. No, like these guys work their
I think the most hilarious animations in this game
on that thing, there's some douchebag
is
comes in,
the animation of the landfill.
he's supposed to be 10.
Right.
He gets
Because
50 seconds.
how you got
And I remember how I felt.
the seagulls
Back there,
forming
what the fuck is going
before
on?
any
Like,
trash forms?
this guy
Y'all are
comes in 3
hilarious.
nights a week, you know. Once they
And then it's
start
like
at the
over
store,
time it slowly starts to build up from a corner and go across.
It really
I
made
don't
a
know.
change.
Found that shit.
Because everybody knew that from
I'd be most tickled by
Monday
that.
to Thursday, somebody was gonna come in and ruin your fucking night. So if you were gonna go on at 11, now you were gonna go on at 12, 10.
I can't even imagine the audience is like it for that long. They might have liked it at the beginning, 15, 20, 30 minutes, but not an hour or 2 hours.
I love people. I love people. But you know one of the reasons I left Cuba?
Why is that?
Because you gotta pay attention to Fidel Castro every Sunday for fucking 6 hours or more. And in my world, I can't listen to Jesus talk for 6 hours. You're fucking crazy. I like to go walk around the block, stretch my legs. I'm gonna sit there like I'm gonna move, you know, for 4 hours, 3 hours. When I see a comic, I wanna see your best 50 fucking minutes and you get the fuck out of here.
Right.
If you got a fire and you wanna take me for an hour and a half, but it's an hour and a half fire, I'm in. But that, I never saw that, you know. We were talking about something the other day, a friend, Jimmy Florentine. If you go over at the garden by 1 minute, it's $10,000 a minute.
I think Gabriel talked about that with Dodger Stadium. I think he said like he lost money or I don't know what don't quote me on that, but he was talking about going over.
$10,000 a minute. Think about it.
Oh, yeah. That's
Now, when I was a kid, I'd go to concerts, they'd do 4 encores, 6 encores. I would get so bored I'd leave. Fuck it, I saw most of the songs. They did my song. I kissed the girl next to me. It's time to go home. Why leave with all these animals? And take the train and walk to the fucking whatever, Port Authority on 48th Street, whatever. We'd have to walk from there to the garden with 800 other people. You know.
fuck that out.
Nah, get the fuck out. All right, now he did my jam. It's time to go. I stole a t-shirt from this idiot next door who got drunk. And,
Who did you steal t-shirts from?
oh, when I was a kid, I went to one show and the shirts were expensive.
Exit. Save and exit.
And I'm not sitting there like 15 minutes. And a little
Alright,
kid
so
will
we
fall
have
asleep
that
at the
going on.
with the t-shirt on
Do you know-
I just tickled him a little bit. He picked right
I
up
thought I had an
and stole
earthquake.
that shit. That motherfucker woke up 35 hours later and he had like 4 people step on it. Well, I went to a bunch of shows. I was just thinking about the last big show I went to. Bill Burr and Dean Doe were there.
Oh, in LA?
Yeah. We're in the parade and we're watching Guns N' Roses. And my crazy dude,
I use cheats in games.
singer,
Argue with your leader lady.
molested him and all that. Get that dude sick.
Oh yeah. He's an actor too, right?
Yeah, yeah, he does the concerts and people do that. Look at this power in the group. Yeah. Boy, how much he got left in the budget? Give it to him. He's gonna do something. He's gonna come out and yell at the band. You know, the guy is a fucking piece of work. But anyways, even there's a lot of freaky people walking around. I don't say nothing about it. I'm with my wife. I got 2,000 milligrams of the Guns N' Roses coming on. What do I got? Hey, but I'm watching this girl. I think I erased the photos. I'm watching this girl, and I say to myself, I've been there. And that young girl has been drinking since 5:30 in the afternoon. And she's here now. Guns ain't coming on till 9. She's drinking beer and doing shot with those guys. And the girl must weigh a fucking thing. I just watched her on the corner of my eye and I go, Bill, watch this. And within 10 minutes, she started passing out on the fucking table. And the guys that were interested in her and all that shit, they just fucking turned around and listened to Guns N' Roses. And this chick is all fucked up. And it started with her sleeping on the table. Then she had both hands on the table. And then she said abandon ship. And she just laid under the table.
Oh no.
On top of her. And as I was leaving, she was barking.
How did you get so observant? Like, I don't think. I mean, maybe I understand when she's laying on under the table, you would notice her, but like you would notice her when she's just started
I
drinking.
just wanted to test my instincts if I was right.
Behind.
You know, I'm looking around for fucking Iranians. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if they're gonna bomb the fucking Guns N' Roses concert. I don't know if they're gonna lay down in front of Axel. You know, when I get to a place, I'm looking for.
Please.
That's the first thing you do.
Do I look like 24-hour photo?
Sit away from somebody suspicious. Always post that.
To be in somebody's DMs,
Have you ever needed to make a quick exit somewhere?
which you're known to do, you're in somebody's DMs once or twice every year, the same person. Mind you, there are 12 months in a year, right?
Oh my god, Jesus.
Every instance that you're in this person's
I had a
DMs,
really cool, like music excited because I'm not really a big.
it's
music
one
person,
liner.
But I went to.
You send them pictures they didn't ask for, and you want pictures back in
Thursday night
return.
I did 3 shows. One at
But it never
Broadway
goes
Comedy Club,
beyond
2
the
at
DMs.
Okay, and then Friday, what you do?
And then when you're asked, when you're available,
Friday I
well, there's
did,
always something you have to do
one
first.
comedy show.
Well, go
one
do that.
Comedy show at Brooklyn Comedy Club, and then Josh, Joseph, and I.
I'll be doing this.
We got to go to the Radio City.
Like, be for real.
And go backstage. It was
It's
just
damn
cool
near
to
the
see,
Jetsons
like,
out this
I got to
bitch.
see all this.
And y'all are still doing this lame shit.
And Saturday, just the one show.
Saturday I did 2. Saturday the main one was with Josh
Sorry.
at Gramercy. It was fantastic.
Like,
I had a
be an
really
adult
good
for
show. It
once
was the whole show
and
was
have an
awesome.
affair.
It was.
Before I ask, is the Gramercy going to close next week?
It's always like, I want more pictures, I want more pictures, I want more pictures.
Thank God. No,
Do I
I've
look
done my
like
best
I work
New
at
York
Kodak?
weekends. I've been there
This
like
is not a
5
museum.
No, more than this. 5 or 6 with you. But like, I've been going there consistently over the last couple of years. And Friday night at Brooklyn and then Saturday at Gramercy were probably 2 of my best sets. Because there's definitely a different energy there.
I ain't trying to hear nothing my advisors are trying to tell me. A fire? Wowzers. I don't see nobody running out the building. There we go. So does that mean, if there's nobody running out, does that mean people in there like blowing up? Like s'mores and shit? Like, what's happening? When am I getting in return?
just standing in front of the mic,
Yeah.
moves my hand on the mic like Ozzy Osbourne, control the mic. And then somewhere in the line, when I couldn't hold the mic,
Shit ain't easy, man.
then I noticed
Shit
that
ain't
when I
easy.
moved my hands,
Mmm.
the story or delivery, I sold it. That's what sells it. It's
Come on, y'all.
connected to you.
Right.
Note is coming out of your fucking heels and it moves
Let's
up your
get
back.
past this.
And it's like when you hit a baseball or when you hit a golf ball. I don't really know much about golf.
I mean, I could just get rid of the one power plant altogether. Maybe you'll shut up then.
Once you get your swing, that's it. You know, and that's when you start to see it, you know.
Yeah, and it's interesting because Josh and I talked about this. He said that like he would do once he got into it, he would do like a year. He said he did a year sitting down, and then a year standing up, a year with it in the mic stand, just to see like what works with what. And now he like goes between all three, I would say. And yeah, it was just
The real thing
and I just thought I had
is
one joke.
back in town.
Not even it's just part of the joke, but.
Don't start acting stupid, bro.
Saturday was great. It was awesome to do Gramercy, and the show went very well. But Friday was a little bit different of a set. Like I didn't go up there with like a plan at all. And like I don't really do crowd work, but like stuff was happening in the crowd, and I addressed it from the previous comment. And it was like more like we were having a conversation, and we just talking at it. And it was. I didn't get heckled at all, but it was like one of the cooler sets that I've had.
It's very funny when you, I don't know, for me it took 8 years. It was the Bella Room.
Oh, it froze.
We were doing something testing. It was really tough the first couple times I did it because there was a moment of silence. Or you're telling a story. But that minute of silence, that night taught me patience. It took me 8 years to learn patience on stage. That you'll navigate. It's like when you see a black belt doing a technique. You see a blue belt doing it, and he's about to submit the guy, but he's huffing and puffing. He's red in the face. The guy's moving. A black belt locks you up first. And by the time he takes you home to the arm bar, it's clean, it's perfect. It's just precision. You know, and that's, bro, it's years on stages, like years on mats, like years of playing pool, like years of building houses. You know, you just learn how to do it. You get quicker at it, and
It's
better at it.
frozen.
And, you know, I'm having a problem right now. I'd like to get up 3 or 4 nights a week, right?
It's
you know,
frozen.
I drive 20 minutes here, 40 minutes here. It's not happening. It's not happening. You know, and there's other reasons. It's just not happening. I'm thinking maybe one night when I get back next week, watching Harley's at the stand and go up there and hang with him for a night. And maybe start doing that. Just go in the city one night a week, do spots, and get in the fucking car and come home and start all over.
Hey, chat.
Yeah. And get good at comedy. Listen, you gotta be. And I've told people
The game just froze.
Somebody said to me, if you put a date out for 18 months and we booked the garden, would you do it? And I go, listen. People have no idea how much work it takes into selling tickets at the garden or packing a garden. You know, fucking people. If Tony Hinchcliffe
all right, we back.
First, maybe he wouldn't have
It's
sold it
almost
out.
lunchtime.
But thank God with
I
Tony,
need to think of something to
he
have for lunch.
He went to the Moody Theater, or whatever, the University of Texas. He sold out not one, but
Alright,
two shows.
task manager,
I
I
don't know how many
guess. Where
fucking
you at? Where you at?
pay-per-views. And now he goes into the garden selling out not one.
Where you at? Where you
but
at?
two.
Oh.
What do we talk about?
Where you at? Where you at? Oh. Where you at? Where you at? Where you at?
Is momentum. It's a train.
Alright,
I'm
let's
not
do this
gonna
again.
get better at comedy going on stage 3 times. You get better at
EA Games.
10 to 12-year trek. And you sacrifice a lot. You tell a lot of people to go fuck themselves. You lose a lot of friends. Nobody starts inviting you. Why not invite me to the house? And you're like, come on, I'm busy. But then deep down inside, you're like, I just hope you would invite me. Because even if I do get invited, I'm gonna find the gig that
Hopefully.
I'm a comic. I'm on the way up. I'm trying to fucking get better. I can't sit at your house for fucking 4 hours and reminisce. There's a spot somewhere out there. There's a stage that I could slip into and do it. And that's some mentality. And you ask Josh. When we got to LA, his cousin would always like, how are you? Ask me how many I went to. I told you. 0. 0. I wasn't there to go to parties. I don't mind smoking coke by myself, but I'm not there to go to parties. I'm there in LA. If I'm fucking in LA and I'm not enjoying my family or my friends back east or I'm missing things, what are you doing? Somebody's got to pay for you on a fucking daily basis. Somebody's got to pay. If you get up out of bed, you're fucking getting up out of bed to rule the world. You're not getting up out of bed to fucking, oh, today I'm going to smoke 10 cigarettes. Fuck no, motherfucker. You know, at the 6-year mark of comedy, I was doing what you were doing. Monday morning, no matter how many lines of coke I did, no matter what time I fucking fell asleep, I was at the park on Monday mornings in Seattle. Lying. Just making up fake schedules, booked in Alaska, booked in Hong Kong. They can't check references. Now they think we go on a website.
I raised taxes.
1995 and checked if I was booked in Hong Kong.
Lady,
They don't know nothing.
what are we doing?
So I would lie about those dates, and when they'd see it, they go, wait a second. This guy's in Australia, he's in Hong Kong. Maybe he's got something going on. To be honest with you, it never worked.
I was gonna say, did anyone ever say how was Hong Kong?
No, it never worked. My international, it's like those guys in The Soprano when they're like, hey, we recorded in Denmark. You know, who gives a fuck? Denmark. So that's, you know,
No, when you're talking about kind of like the growth and like you were talking about what happens when you get to a certain level, because I don't know if you've seen, I don't want to butcher the joke, but Cristela Alonso put a joke up on Instagram that I saw about her dad passing away, and it was really quiet for a few minutes, and then got like one of the big, like a humongous, it was one of my favorite jokes, and like it's obviously a fucking dark subject to cover.
well, when you cover those subjects, you gotta have those subjects are tough because the movie might go up there and fuck with that shit. And you can't get yourself out of that hole. Listen, I was doing comedy for years. I told the story on stage of my mother dying. Done. Done. I didn't know how to get myself out of that hole. I did not know how to get myself out of that hole. And I would try it for about 2 weeks. I would just go up to the bar. I'm leaving, people crying in the audience. You didn't find your mother. Yeah. That's a tough subject. And I learned that.
There's gotta be a better way.
That's the story I close with. And I'm happy I close with this because nobody can bounce back from this. And even when I did the one-man show those nights, I couldn't bring it up up front. It's a deep.
You don't need
You
power.
learn, I'm not gonna lie to you, you learn. From that bombing, after you bomb 30 times, you learn how to pick them right up. It's like when David Cohn goes, I'm with Biden, Hunter Biden, you know.
Speaking of that, did you see this new special?
Yeah, that's why I got it.
Oh, I got a joke in that special, okay? Because that was one of the best specials I've seen in years.
You know why? Because it was not produced. It was crazy. He was crazy. He was walking to the side curtain.
Oh, he spoke at the recorder.
It's
Yeah.
because we needed that. We needed that for special. Somebody had to go up there and break that fourth fucking wall. Enough with this going out there with a brand new jacket on and a suit. He went out there with a flute. He was like a fucking burglar. Those are the dudes I hung out with. I used to burglarize homes. Speaking of burglarizing homes, OJ's dead and I don't feel so good myself. You know what I'm saying?
Oh no.
People are losing their minds.
About what?
OJ dying, you know, failure, flabbergasted. That motherfucker never went to the grave and got away with the biggest trick of all time.
And he's still fighting, like, even though he's dead, like, they're still not killing him.
Yeah, people, listen, that motherfucker died owing Jews $34 million. That's the greatest trick ever done. A black man owing a Jew in this world. Nobody's ever done that. He just went all day long. Fuck you, motherfuckers. He was the king of anti-Semitism. He wasn't giving a motherfucker. He moved to Florida. He got Kanye West to play the drums on his album. He didn't get 2 fucks. He didn't get 2 fucks. If anybody was anti-Semitism, he didn't even make a payment plan. He told those
I'm
Jews,
actually
"I'm gonna
making
fly.
money?
I'm using it. You can't touch my
That's
kids.
wild.
And you're not gonna take my house. If you really want to smoke, you can't take my house." I get some dollars.
I'm actually making money. It's that same building. It's that same raggedy ass building. What we doing? You know. You know.
I have a lawyer. His lawyer is going to court saying, like, they're not done yet. Like, so, like, that's just one job.
Yeah, I don't need no water. Just like y'all don't need power.
He goes, listen, I killed that bitch 10 times.
Y'all need to maximize what y'all got right
I
here.
don't give a fuck. They're not getting a dime of my gears. Not a one fucking cent in this country.
I don't really think there's any way
Let's hide it
we can
in
improve the
Jamaica.
environment
The Hall of Fame money.
and not
the
lose
fucking
jobs.
pension, the NFL. Let's give it to Junior Seau to make a comeback. Let's
I'm
do
actually
something.
here making
Let's
money.
say, let's do something.
I think Junior Seau committed suicide. I think he even do a comeback.
If God forgive me, who knows? Maybe he froze his head. I don't know.
This is wild.
Like, I was honestly not that wrong. Who
Yes.
football wise and like star wise, OJ Simpson's before he played the game.
It's very sad, Lee, because anybody my age, a little younger, a few years older than me, they'll tell you the same thing. He's wrong. You want me to lie to you and tell you on Monday nights, he didn't make my Monday nights as a kid? I thought about this the other day. I got no shame in this. I wasn't involved in a murder. This happened. This happened. This happened in 2004. I'm a 31-year-old man. I'm out of prison. I ain't stabbing nobody. Well, but let's be honest.
Does it really though? Does it though? Does it
I
though?
also grew up on all camp.
Does it though?
I also grew up watching Pete Rose and the Mets. And these guys were my heroes. You know, I didn't play football at that age, but OJ on Monday night. Fuck, the bars would be packed. Everybody would, oh my God, OJ on a Monday night, Earl Campbell on a Monday night. They knew how to pack those schedules for Monday nights. I told you about this. Fucking huge football.
No, but I don't.
Happy hours, cocaine, bitches. People flying, hitting each other with helmets. Monday nights were buck fucking wild.
And then what about his movies? Like, were his movies popular?
Yeah, he was like an ensembles, I guess. I don't, I'm not a big whatever at that time. Okay, maybe and all those type of movies. I don't remember many movies that I saw as a kid, but I was a fan of his football. Like, like the way I am a fucking Red Auerbach. Those were my heroes. Earl Campbell in Houston. I remember being 12 and going, one day, I'm going to Houston. Regardless, I'm going to Houston, Texas. I don't know how, when, where. When I got booked in the lap stop, it was the happiest day of my life. I'm going to Houston.
Because he played there?
Yeah. And then my second favorite played there, Moses Malone. 3-5-4 club, you know what I'm saying?
It sounds like, and I maybe not to this level, but it sounds like almost like a Tom Brady. Like, it sounds like he was like one of the more popular.
It was OJ was shit. OJ was the shit. Hold on, let me break real quick and talk to these savages about DraftKings, and we'll come back to that story.
Okay.
Give me 2 minutes, something. Yo, here with DraftKings. Listen, do me a favor. Don't miss out on any of the playoff action. Start tonight. Do yourself a
It's
favor.
kind of wild, right?
DraftKings Sportsbook has you covered. They're the official sports betting partner of the NBA, and they're here to hook you up with some same-game parlays, live betting, odds boost, and a lot more. I've been having a great time lately. The last couple of weeks, I've been getting betting basketball games, I've been betting totals, and I've just been focusing on putting the small 20.
I know you have that already, so
Getting on the game with DraftKings. Why fuck around? All right. Listen, download the DraftKings Sportsbook app. Press in code Joey, Joey. New customers bet the small 5 and get 200 in bonus bets instantly. I'm talking, that's code Joey only at DraftKings, where, as I told you before, the crown is yours. So do yourself a favor, right? NBA playoffs is live. Hockey playoffs are live. Baseball is starting. The lines are soft, and you're sitting there scratching
whose
your head
world
thinking,
is
when
this?
is my
The
shit
world
gonna
is
come in?
yours.
Uncle Joey just gave it
It's
to you.
mine, it's mine, it's mine. Whose world is this?
It's always a fun time on DraftKings. So do yourself a favor. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook
Whose
app.
world
Press
is...
the
Alright,
code
that's
Joey
covered.
and forget about it. All right. New customers, the small thing. I'm not asking you for much. You're gonna put it in your kid's account anyway.
See what
Look
we
at it.
got
You ain't going
here.
nowhere. Yeah. New customers bet the small thing and get 200 in bonus bets instantly. That's code Joey only at DraftKings, where the account is yours. And now back to the podcast.
Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER or visit 1-800-GAMBLER.net. In New York, call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-469.
Oh, I'm about to say, some of this shit looks abandoned from a distance. Whose world is this?
Please play responsibly.
It's
On behalf
mine,
of
it's
Good
mine,
Hope
it's
Casino
mine.
Resort in Kansas, 21 and over. Age varies by jurisdiction. Void in
Whose
Ontario.
world
Bonus
is
expire
this?
168 hours after issuance.
It's mine, it's mine, it's mine.
DKNG.com/football for eligibility and deposit restrictions, terms, and responsible gaming resources.
We're back, bitches. All right, we were talking about OJ. Correct? I know my edibles are starting to kick in. I might eat a little mushrooms. That means I've been eating mushrooms, bro, and they put me to sleep, like a certain amount.
What are you talking about? I have to have a sleeping pill because of mushrooms. What are you talking about? Put you to sleep?
No, I eat like a gram at 9 o'clock, and by 10:30 I'm yawning. I get a little tingle for about 10 minutes, and that's it. But anyway, we were talking about this guy. And, after he retired, I don't know what year he retired, I got into comedy, and I was going through hell, and, I wake up one day, and I go to my friend's house in Boulder, and there it is in the paper. OJ's wife got killed. And I heard years earlier he had gotten in trouble for the rest of it.
Yeah, John McCarthy was talking about that. Like,
Right.
he pulled him over one time.
And I remember going, but at that time, I didn't know anybody. I was like,
Right.
he killed him.
Okay.
But I want to explain something to people that if they haven't figured this out yet, Uncle Joe's going to tell them, okay? Just like people were amazed with the Epstein thing, and people today are blown away about the Diddy thing, this story had a lot of layers. If you knew anything about what was going on. In fact, if you want to look it up, Mezzaluna, the restaurant where Mr. Goldman worked and they left that night, they got 2 years later, they got shut down for cocaine.
Oh, Jesus.
They waited until after the OJ trial and they shut it down because the owners sold a kilo. I don't know, look it up. But they closed down. That was never there. They were involved in a tricky situation. They were separated or divorced, but he was still banging her from time to time. He had control of her. She was no angel. God rest her soul. I'm not saying anything bad about her. But she played a fucked up game, with people who were fucked up. I mean, word on the street is the waiter brought the Coke over to her house that night, and she was waiting for Marcus out.
Really?
Are those stories true? No. I don't know. I'm not saying no. But, she ends up dead. And everything points at okay. I mean, the truck, the glove, and they fucked it up on one technicality, and they found a print. But it rained that night, and it washed the print off. And then they fucked it up with whatever they wanted to do. And then they got the word from the higher-ups. Listen, we can't, because if we convict, there's 1,000 things. But the bottom line was, just as creepy as Epstein, just as people are appalled by Diddy right now, it was a disgusting life that they didn't need. He told her, move to New York. You can do whatever the fuck you want. You can light your pussy on fire. Just don't do it here, because this is my backyard. And people are going to hear about it, and they're going to embarrass me. And, I guess people believe, I feel bad about the whole thing. We're goofing on it before, but in reality, I'm a human being.
Yeah.
And I felt bad at the time. Only, I gotta make a confession to you. At that time, I was thinking of killing my wife. So, my ex-wife.
What? Yeah.
So it fueled that.
Really?
It really did fuel that. It fueled that. By the time he got let off, I was living in Seattle. But that, because it was a similar thing. She took my child and moved in with a man that I didn't know. Every other day, I kept calling the mother, and she's like, oh, she's not really? Fucking 3 in the morning, she's not? So, I felt like it was disrespected, my anger, the flow didn't help. Whatever OJ was going through, I was going through, And it just, it was one of the many things that we never discussed, how it just fueled me. It really did. Because it felt like I had to do something. Like the fucking dog was talking to me. The Jewish guy in New York City, the dog was talking to me.
Right.
That dude. And that wasn't the dog. That was, I told you, that Jews dress up. That was a Jew from Israel dressed up as a dog barking at him and shit.
Barking at him and people. How do you ask her? Because you talked about almost doing that for her new boyfriend or whatever he was, and then you thank God you decided not to.
So it was a very, very scary time. Very volatile, and I was angry, and I felt like I was lost. The only thing that kept me alive then was standing. That's why I owed my life to standing, because everything was shitty in my life. I wasn't really making any money. I was doing drugs. I was living in a basement apartment with a metal shower. My bed was like $1,000 bed, but it covered the whole room. So I didn't have walking distance. I had to take the door off the hinge, and I would just jump in the bed at night with a fucking chimney, And that seemed like an option. It was like, if I get rid of these motherfuckers, for a couple of weeks I lived there, maybe for a few months. It wasn't good. And then I started saying the truth, that this is never going to work. But just because it didn't going to work, I couldn't be around it. Because I knew, I know me. I know how I get. I don't think about it for a year, and one day I'm driving on the street, some guy cuts me off, and I think about her, and I make a U-turn and drive through a house and end it. I'm one of those idiots. That's why I always got in trouble, because I don't know when, So, but man, it was a tough time in my life, because I lived there from, he killed her on the 12th of June, maybe 94, and I stayed another year, almost to the date. I left like June 25th.
I don't know if you ever even got this far, but you couldn't. There's not really a way for you to get help for that. Right, because as soon as you say that, you're going to somewhere. Like it would be almost better. Like, I wish you could talk
Yeah,
to
they're
someone.
fine.
At that time,
Fuck it all.
I was broken, you know. I had no control over anything. You know, I had no control over the relationship. I had no control over my addiction.
Look at me
The only
this.
thing I had control
How you
over was
doing?
going on stage. And no matter how bad I felt, I'm like, if I go on stage, I'm gonna feel a lot better.
Yeah.
And that, here's why I tell people, just because fucking somebody read you the riot act, your life ain't done. Because I took that anger and I went out to the night. And I gotta be honest with you, I never showed it on stage. I never really showed it on stage until that night at 12:52. And the guy threw a bottle cap at me and I hit him in the head with the microphone. Blew up. The fucking batteries came out and shit. But I never really did. I knew that at that time, that's what was keeping me sane. I would go home at night. I would cry, look at the clubs, I would be in.
I'm not doing anything else.
Yeah.
I would make notes.
I'm not adjusting anything. The taxes will be what the taxes will be. And y'all will get out my face about this shit.
Only thing, I remember Wednesdays, I would drop her off. And sometimes my ex-wife wouldn't show. But my wife's with
Okay. Okay.
And I was there. And that child,
Oh.
and guys, I don't know if you know what that feels like. I think you know what that feels like. I had to turn around before I get in the car.
Bitches just are not happy.
And I always waited, and watched them take off. And then I'd take off to a different bathroom, and I'd fucking smoke a joint. I'd cry a little bit. I'd listen to Pretenders, maybe some Black Sabbath. And I'd go fucking hot, because I had two options. I could either go home and cry, get mad, buy a gram of coke, and go over there at 1 in the morning and kick that fucking door down. I didn't want to do that. I'd rather go out, talk to people, and then get occupied. So comedy saved me in a lot of fucking ways, guys.
Yeah. And I thank God. That's because I've been angry, but I've never that's something you would still be in jail for.
No shit, I'd just be getting out. And there'd be nothing available to me except fucking a 1-bedroom apartment in a basement under a basement with Jews living next door to me. You know, I could just knock on the door. What are you doing?
Guess I should build more bus stops.
Good to see you. Where you at this week, Tarzan?
This week I'm at the Floodwater Brewing Company in
What night is that?
Deep Western Mass. Thursday the 18th. Thursday the 17th.
Thursday's the 8th.
Is it?
Yeah, 420 is
Oh,
when
you're
it's
right.
happening.
My bad.
Damn it. Right away you're giving out fucked up dates and shit. The 17th. No, it's not the 17th.
Whatever Thursday is, the 18th.
The 18th. Well, you better pray. You even have a show.
Why?
Because Israel's launching tonight. They're going deep into the murky waters. And nobody wants them around either tonight or early tomorrow morning.
Let's see.
Israel's going in.
You think that's gonna? I hope it doesn't affect. I'm going like Deep Western Mass. I don't think it's gonna affect you. You think so?
First fucking time Israel launches, it's gonna affect everything. Traffic, the weather, you know.
Shouldn't have paid my taxes.
I would have held out till May 25th. I would have paid the dime extra. Because you never know what could happen. There might not be a tax department for them. You might be walking around like fucking Mel Gibson, Mad Max, stealing gasoline and stabbing people. Getting a bus with a bunch of homeless people and driving across the desert for the gasoline.
I wouldn't make it that far. I'd be dead immediately. I would be dead within the first day.
Nah.
You don't.
You put alcohol in your ears, top balls, your nuclear shit, iodine, there's a bunch of stuff. You get a bottle of Tang, you get some reefer, and you go deep.
When I first started playing this game,
you get some oxygen.
I would always clear out the deep section. Because ain't nobody trying to hear that.
I met them at the crib a couple months ago. We were talking
Hey,
about
y'all better make this work. Ooh, a new building. This time with bigger shit.
It says I could be couple rented. It's not exactly the what had happened. They would have called me. I'm gonna put like gasoline in my ears and light on fire.
Once it goes down, I have my phone call you. Watch and tell you exactly what to do. You got your pants and the whole fucking thing. So nobody can make a mess of it. That smell you.
Don't answer the door.
Don't answer the door. And if you do, you'll know nothing. Next thing you know, you're playing Chinese weed. Wait till that Chinese weed start busting out to the streets and shit. That's gonna really fuck people up.
What Chinese weed?
Yeah, they're fucking all the time across the United States.
Oh, I heard that.
And those migrants that find their way to the fucking border, because those Chinese motherfuckers didn't even walk with those Mexicans. They just flew over like one of the kung fu movies. The fucking the immigration people didn't even see them. They're all home and Hondurans and the fucking Mexican cat. And all of a sudden, I'm telling you, let them go. What am I gonna do? I'm gonna fuck it. Get minimum wage. I got a pension coming in 3 years. Here's some fucking guy. Lying with me, it's lying through the air. And also, every 10 minutes, they sent like 8 and 2 got caught. They're like the Colombians with kilos. They send 22 teams, they lose 10, they still got.
Of course, there's lack of public water. I'll put the cheat code in saying it's not a requirement.
Yeah, they're up there by you for 9 shit. All right. Yoga's fine, 909 call. He's back, get us out, we don't feel it.
Oh shit, I forgot about that.
Yeah, it's all weird, it's all over the place, it's over. It's over. The street's gonna be fucked up. They're gonna even have to be fucked up for 2 weeks. That's what they're gonna do. They're gonna go high level weed and meat weed and then plant Chinese apples in that motherfucker's feet. Next time you go to Chinatown, you leave Chinatown, you're glowing in the dark and shit. You're fucking maxed away from going.
It sounds like that's what you want them to do.
No,
You're fucking apple with the
listen. They can't just get about these. When you had 1,000 milligrams, 100 of medicine stuff, you know what I would do with people. That wasn't, I'm thinking about it.
Decades down at this point.
Nah, because I don't mind fucking myself every day with that shit because I lose my mind. You know, I finally figured out why I became a political nut. Why people were throwing cans and bottles at people. You know why, Lee?
Why?
Because they matched that 24-hour shit, 24 hours a day. And that's programmed to make you go fucking zombie. You watch that shit more than 6 hours, they start smoking your TV speakers. It's like
Man, fuck them
smoke,
clinics.
more advanced.
I'm trying to get some high-tech industry up in this bitch.
Oh, dude, it's even
Now,
more than 24 because at least CNN has the money.
That I will have to look up.
There's a lot of political stuff on social media.
No, when you go on the road, you get up at 3 in the fucking morning, 4, you can't sleep, it's hot.
But the commuter airport doesn't look like Reagan National or LaGuardia. The commuter airport looks like those small airports out in bumfuck land. Just saying. Let me look up something. Because I used to know these things.
Jump the fence and start stabbing fucking everybody. That's what happens. They give people too much information that we can't comprehend, and it's all fucking wrong. And then we try to make a hypothesis, and that's how you lose your mind.
Right.
Next thing you know, you got a white jacket on, there's people surrounding you. They got your shoelaces off.
Or you'll end up in jail.
Or both. You know, I don't want to lose my mind. I came close. I don't ever want to be there again, bro.
Did it take you a while to come back?
You had to. was fucking crazy. I had no memory for a while, and it was a lot of things. It was the Xanax, 3,000 milligrams a day, the anxiety,
I
the
don't
weed,
hate when I start up my Mac.
podcast a week,
It's like, oh,
theater a week, a
we're
lot
gonna
of writing, a lot of
bring back
you know. It just stacked
bring
up
back
in
up
my
all
head.
those
It was
windows
like,
you had.
fuck, you saw I couldn't.
You closed
I
me
loved
down
comedy.
last time.
I just went
Okay,
cold
bitch.
for 7 months. And then when I got on stage that first time with Rich Voss and Florentine, I was like, it ain't gonna work. It wasn't ready. It wasn't even, I kept getting on stage and it just, the processing was horrible. It was horrible. It took me about a year and a half.
I was
Oh
talking about
yeah.
your ex-wife, but you think that was?
Oh, my ex-wife?
But no, but I like.
Let me
I
tell you,
don't know.
let's be honest with each other. The ex-wife situation, that anger, started in about 93. And I'm not gonna lie to you, it went till about 2000 or 2001. That was part of me getting funnier, was losing a little bit of that anger.
And when were you the angriest? Like when were you going through what we were talking about earlier?
96 was when the bottom fell out on me. I could feel it.
See, I didn't even think
I
about
was
that.
arguing. 93, I was fucking hot. In 93, I came home. to
At
maybe
parks
a
and
year, to do comedy
trees
with
and parks and
George.
trees.
George was in his own world, and I got maybe into 5 altercations. And 4 of them were with friends. Like, friends. So when I went home, I was like, something's not right. And I couldn't calm myself down. I got a job. I got into a comedy schedule. And then within 6 months, she got my blood pressure back.
Reward
That
buildings
went
and
from
landmarks can do that as
93
well.
Christmas of 94, Christmas of 93 was not good. It was not good, Lee. But the only thing that was taking me out of that tunnel was that at that point, while I was going deep down, my comedy was going.
He was going deep, deep, deep.
The only thing I could focus on at that time was writing jokes and getting on stage. Thank God. Somebody else would trust me. There was a lot of nights when I said, you know what? I'm going to go home. I'm going to get a gram of Coke, a bottle of Fat Tire, and I'm going to play Russian roulette. You know, but I couldn't. I was like, I can't let these people win. So in hindsight, that anger that I had, I feel
And my
it.
ordinances.
No, I can tell you.
Wait.
I knew what I was doing. No idea. No idea. At
Yes.
one point, all that anger, I had to do something with it. Yeah, you can hit the bag. Yeah, you can lift weights. But it became my energy for comedy.
But you kind of use it now because you like to get annoyed before you go on stage.
But it all started then.
That's crazy.
There was a certain night in 96 that somebody had a camera. And I was like, there were 16 people he put up. And I was like maybe number 14. I had maybe $4 up. I started the day with like $300. Now, if you knew anything about me on that time,
Sometimes I forget about
$300,
this shit.
that was equivalent to somebody having fucking $8,000 today.
Right.
Like $300 at one time. That was huge for me. That was a gram of Coke, a cheeseburger, a new shirt, you know. And I got tangled up with my girlfriend, and next thing you know, I had $4. She said I owed her $200 for a phone bill, and then 2 hours later, she threw me out. So here I am at this fucking thing. I got $4. I got nowhere to sleep tonight. I got to ask Josh Roof if I could sleep in his fucking trailer or whatever the fuck he had at that time. And I was so hot
5 to
that I went on
6.
stage. And that's the first time I started firing.
I'll do this.
Until then, I was very punchline, boom, punchline, talk to the audience. That was the first time I started firing. And when I got off, some guy came up to me and was like, tape that. And I had it for a long time, that tape. who knows what happened to it.
And were you doing jokes, or were you talking about what you were mad about?
I was talking about what I was mad about.
Okay.
And one of the jokes I got from that night was a really corny joke. I said, you got a bunch of dollar bills. You're sitting there, you get lap dances, you're in love with her, she's in love with you.
Let's see.
You run out of dollar bills. That was one of the
Trying to
jokes from that
attract
night,
some high
which is,
tech industry.
Stupid.
I don't think I'm ready to
And
do
there
a
was
subway
something
yet.
else I said that night, and I took that. I said that to about a
I
year.
don't know.
Oh, at that time, that was the first time I had ever seen a woman with a tampon. Even though I was married and I lived with a girl before, this was the first woman I dated that would walk around the apartment, and I'd be sitting there high, and a little string would be walking out of a monkey, right? And I would sit there every night like, what the fuck? I never had the balls to ask because I didn't want to know. You know, I was early at the things.
Wait, you had no idea what it was?
I knew what it was. Like, I grew up on Kotex.
Keep it
You know,
on
like
the
women had
low.
Kotex, and they talked about it. Now
Cause
these
my
chickens walk
heart
around with a little
can't
sticker.
take
A
it
little
anymore.
and I'd sit there every
Playing
night. This is
games,
joke
keep
here.
it on the
And I
low.
never said it till that
Cause my
night.
heart's
I was so high.
can't
Well, this bitch walks around the fucking
take it
apartment
anymore.
with that little fuse sticking out. You don't know whether to pull
This
it or light
giggle
it.
that he has.
And then I go, so I lit it.
Hysterical. That's a great joke.
That was how hot I was. Two of those jokes. That was Felipe Esparza's favorite joke when I moved to LA. If he'd get me a gig, he'd go, I'm giving you this gig, fool. You gotta say, pull it, light it. Okay, and I'd go up there and say the joke, people would laugh, and he'd be like, yeah. Come tomorrow night, fool. Come tomorrow night, fool. And do that joke again.
You never do that joke anymore? That's a great joke.
It's a 20-year-old joke.
Who cares? You wouldn't do a 20-year-old joke?
Listen,
Isn't it better?
think about a 33-year-old man doing that joke. A man with white hair that's losing his head, that's got the fucking... You can't get away with that.
You don't think you could rewrite it in a different way? Put it in something?
The anger's not there. I think it's here.
Right. No, I understand. I can picture you doing that like that night, but I'm just kind of like, cause that's crazy to think about. Like that's a great joke. Like
Well,
that line, that image
all
of
right.
doing that. Put that into another joke.
Usually it's a lie. That's how I thought back then. That was the thought process back then. You know, I was more of a stoner. This chick used to make me fucking laugh, you know.
And just kind of crazy. Like it's crazy to think that you have so much material that'll never get seen.
I got so much material that I don't remember.
Wait.
But none of it, listen, none of it was exceptional at that time. Even towards the end, let's be honest, I had Mickey Mouse material. I sold it. I told you how I felt. I told you a story, and I told you who I am today. And that's what they want to hear, you know, at that time, whatever. Now I go on stage, I don't even remember a fucking story. Did you know that this whole fucking time, I've not told one story. I'm just working the material. But from the material I'm looking at today, I'm going to have to tell a story this weekend.
Like when you would do like Classical Testaments in LA, I knew you worked like a month and you went up to cold, but it just seemed like you were just flowing. Was it like? Does it take you a long time to put a story together?
Classical Testament or Ari show?
Classical Testament.
You never seen me do that. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we do them every one. Oh no, that was fun.
Oh, you gotta remember one thing. Classical Testament started as a 4-man show. Everybody does 20 minutes apiece.
Okay.
So you wouldn't have that much time to get into your story. Your story had to come out quickly. That got me ready. Like you did that in the belly room with Jay Moore, Dice, fucking Scott Wolf. I mean, I had everybody come through. Glenn Plummer came through, the actor from Sons of Anarchy. I mean, I had so many guys come through and just tell a story. Don't worry about a laugh.
Right.
Tell me a story of what made you become a man. Don't tell me that you fucked a neighbor. No, nothing sexual. Tell me at what moment you knew you were a man. When your dad told you, some guy told the story that his father and him didn't talk for 4 years. And at this graduation, his dad pulled up to him, got out of the car, gave him a hug. And he goes, you became a man. You know, like he hadn't seen him. I don't remember the story, but everybody in the room was crying.
Yeah.
And that's what you want to portray that to me. So that opening of your guts was exposed to me in 98, 99. Nobody was doing it. What am I gonna do that joke in
If you're
Jacksonville?
playing
And they talk
games,
about my dad beating up some
keep
fucking guy
it
in the
on
street.
the
By that time, I
low.
wasn't even focused on that. Those
'Cause
stories
my
would come
heart
out
can't
once in a
take
while.
it anymore.
And what happened was, I
If
was
you're
doing a
playing
gig with this
games,
fucking hillbilly,
leave
right,
it
in
on the low.
1995. This is a rough fucking story, right?
Oh, what's
You
going
gotta cut the
on?
base. I'm doing this fucking show with this hillbilly. I get a call. The lady wants to use me, but on one condition that I drive this Goose. All right, he's gonna pay for the driver's license. So I'm not gonna mention his name and throw him under the bus, right? So I'm living in Seattle. It's 95. We do Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I'd love to tell you where. I don't even remember. It could have been 3 cities, the Tri-Cities. It had the Volcano Room on Thursday, Friday, Saturday, but it wasn't. That's why there was a Sunday involved. So it could have been we did like the Volcano Room, and then we did Moscow, Idaho.
Okay.
You have a connection to Moscow, Idaho.
I do?
Yeah.
What's that?
What was the quarterback before Brady?
Bledsoe.
Where did he go to college?
I'm guessing somewhere in Idaho.
I used to see him at the airport all the time. I used to see him, for some reason, there was a gig there that was booked by John Fox, and it was Wednesdays and Saturdays. I told you, their whole job was to kill the comic, to send them tequila with Tabasco in it.
Oh, Jesus, yeah.
Yeah, it's not good. But I fell for it one night, like, two days. Then I got like a speeding ticket on the way home. I don't know what had happened to that ticket. I didn't pay it, so who the fuck knows? But anyway,
Allegedly.
you know, you get in a car with somebody and you're telling stories, right?
Okay.
And
If you're playing
this
games,
guy
keep
was like,
it on the
we start
low.
telling stories and I'm
Though
telling him my
my
mother's
heart
mom.
can't take it
And I'm
anymore.
telling him what years they were.
A commuter
cops ever
airport.
come by. I go, yeah, there was a
Where
cop
can I
or two that
find
came
that?
by and picked up an envelope, blah, blah, blah. Well, you know, I told him that like on a Thursday. Then Friday, we were talking about something else. Me growing up in North Bergen or something. On the way home Sunday, he goes, do you mind if I go to the open mic tomorrow? I go, no, you're the headliner. You can do whatever the fuck you want. He goes, all right, I'll see you at the open mic. All right. I drop him off. I take the car back to the rental. He pays me cash for the rental. The next night at the open mic, this motherfucker has 2 beers. And at one point, he comes over. He's like, hey, man, I thought about your story about your mother's bar. Do you think you're really proud that they paid Tops off? So you're part of the fucking, I mean, he just got very gentile on me. You know, this guy never read a book. He never, I can't even tell you where he's from because they're all, he's a fucking bumpkin. So, you know, he going off on me, and I finally just told him, shut the fuck up, you know, and I left. I'm like, this, but he made me feel bad. Like, I left. He's like the first time I started telling stories, not on stage, just to like you. They'd say, where you from, North Bergen. So I never see the guy again. I just moved to LA. I got there. I get there on a fucking Monday night. I pull up on Fairfax. We take showers in the fucking trailer, me and my girl. We get dressed up to the nines. We go to Acapulco on Sunset. Not the first one, not Triple E's Club.
Right.
But all the way around. Like, we have to be the Silver Lake. That was the best one. They had enchiladas and fucking nobody would go there.
Subway.
So We go out to football, and then we go, let's go to the comedy store. So at that time, I didn't know nobody. You couldn't park in the back. So we had to actually go to the park. And as I'm walking out, who's running out of the comedy store, yelling and screaming at you?
That guy.
That guy. And he's like, fuck you. I don't need this place. And Chew threw his hat at him. Like they even had a hat, like they had to push him out there. And I'm like, what's going on? Like, I'd never been in the store, so I didn't say a word. And she was like, get the fuck out of here. And he's like, fuck you. I'm a national headliner. I'll never step foot here and all this shit. So that night, I brought her to the comedy store, and I think I called Doug Stanhope. And he goes, meet me at the Coach and Horses.
How
So I get to the Coach and
fun.
Horses, you know. I got
How fun.
packages, and the Coach and Horses was fucking rocking on Sunset. And I'm with Doug and the girl, and there's a bunch of other comics, David Fulton, a bunch of other comics, and we're laughing and shit. And all of a sudden, Stanhope's like, nah, guys, you can't come over to my house tonight because that comic is over there. And somebody goes, why is he over there? He goes, I did a triple gig with him about 7 years ago and said to him if he ever needed a place to stay in LA, this guy took it literally. He goes, he hasn't showered in like 3 fucking days. He smelled so bad, and what happened was he did Judy Brown's competition. And Judy became a big shot. She was casting, I think the Chance Commentary show. No, she was casting Jenny McCarthy show. And like, she called me in to be Chance Commentary's driver on that. Again, she told me, what else? And he goes, listen, if you ever need anything for this Jenny McCarthy
Let's
show,
see.
call me.
What was I
You
going
have
to do?
pay me. That's the last thing you tell a casting director or anybody, but Judy makes him fly in on his own dime.
Dirty,
Stay in
dirty,
Stanhope's house,
dirty.
where he hasn't showered for 3 days, and gets him a job as an extra where he has to wear toga. But guess what? He got on the set, he didn't know how to act. He started telling the director how to shoot the scene. And finally somebody goes, shut up, and they gave him a stick of deodorant because he smelled so bad on the set.
Holy shit.
Oh my God, this was like the fucking, like everybody knew about this. He was so embarrassed. Then they fired him from that. Not only did he get fired from that as an extra, because he stunk and he was annoying, he got fired, he got thrown out of the store because he went in there going, I'm gonna be next. And they're like, get the fuck at you.
I want to be next?
Yeah, I write children's books. Get the fuck out of here.
Not children's
Pushed
books.
him down the stairs and they threw his fucking stupid hat out.
That's one of the craziest things I've ever heard. That's like a fucking, whatever it's called, a busboy telling the chef how to cook something in a restaurant.
This was like 6 months after Seattle, the Seattle incident. And every once in a while,
Alright, so
check out
I
his
think I got
Facebook
it.
on Facebook. It's
He's
not-
still
I think I got it.
Oh, he's alive.
We'll see.
He's you know,
We'll
a
see.
sensation on the cruise ships playing the drum. The whole thing, you know what I'm saying? He's got the fucking.
Sensation. Oh no.
It was going down a little bit.
That giving me like, what are they called, like secondhand anxiety or something? Like, was he a drunk?
No, he was
Oh,
just.
that's just mental health?
He was just, and he had a family and stuff. And I could see what type of guy he was. He probably cut coupons, you know.
You're leaving.
No,
What are you doing?
This kid's to
Come
like
back.
McDonald's. The 3 hamburgers for free. When we were on the road those 3 nights, he was very cheap. He didn't want a tip. He was something different.
Oh, yeah.
And every once in a while, you see those guys, and you're like, that's not the
Alright, hold
time
on.
to come. That's why
Office
it's good to do those
advantages.
gigs,
Yeah.
because they give you a full understanding to what happens,
Like how to behave.
how to behave, and what happens if you don't pay attention. You kind of check your ego at the door daily and see who the fuck you really are and where you stand the totem pole. If I got on stage with you for the first time ever at the fourth wall,
Okay.
and I'm just being sarcastic here, or
Okay.
whatever, I don't even know what I'm trying to be. Let's say you and I hit this, we both met at an open mic at the fourth wall in 2014.
Okay.
And then for a few months, you saw me there once a week. I started hanging out with those dudes that shot a special for Showtime, but they left the air conditioner on, you know, all that type of shit. And then you don't see me for a while. And one day, you're doing a paid gig, and one of the three guys in the beginning is me. And I'm like, hey, Lee, how you doing? What's up, buddy? I'm like, you showcasing too? And you're like, showcasing? Bitch, I'm featuring this motherfucker. You know, and I'm like, really? Wow, how'd you get that? And you're like, I've been working. And I go, yeah, man, I've been working too. It's a struggle. You know what, man? Are you at the store? And you're like, yeah. And you're like, you think you can give me a reference to the store so I can get in there? And all of a sudden you go, yeah. And all of a sudden I go up before you and it's not good.
Oh no.
And now you gotta run out of there. Give them like a fake number. You know, it's like that chick with the iPads that wants to meet up with you later on.
Ridiculous.
A fake number? Do you have one set like regular? Like I can see you doing that. Just having the like one
You gotta
standard
think
fake
quick.
number.
You gotta think quick. Like, when can you call me? When can you get me in there? I'll talk to him. And then you call him back like a week later. You need like 19 references.
Oh.
It's so sad, you know, and people go, and you're like, how come you asked me to get you in the store when you're still doing the Fourth of Wall night shows and that?
Right.
And that's how crazy they get. So you want to check yourself before that shit even starts going. All right.
I'm trying.
What do you got this week? You just got that gig?
I got that one gig, and then May 7th, I'm at Williamsburg Comedy Club at 8 o'clock.
May 7th, you're back in Williamsburg?
Yep, we're doing it with a bunch of great comics.
Shit.
It'll be a lot of fun.
OJ's dead and I don't feel so good myself. It's 4:20, get your fucking freeze pipe ready to cook. You know what I'm saying?
Fuck yeah. Do you
I got
have anything?
Huh?
Do you have anything you're doing this week?
No, I got Rhythm showing up this week to meet up with me to give me some more fucking Queen Cola.
Nice.
I put a little picture of me up today holding the stem of Queen Cola. That's the weed that they don't give you loose. They give you a stem with it in a package, an envelope. It comes fresh off the fucking stem like a doctor.
What, is it in indica?
No, it's a fucking, yeah, it's a goddamn indica.
I don't know.
I got some animal practice from Rhythm. That's 34% me. This is the first 8. It's lasted a couple fucking days. We only do 3 or 4 bongs at a time. But every time I smoke it, I'm like, yeah, I'm pretty high.
I haven't heard you say that in a while.
Trust me, I smoke other weeds. I gotta put on, you know.
Right. And I want to just very quickly. You say bong hit.
Can we go above 50,000 and stay above 50,000?
No, I can't fill up my freeze pipe.
Yeah.
I fill it up powdery from the bottom and keep it light. Those are the best hits I get. Those are the real
I want to make money.
Freeze pipe.
And y'all are...
No, it's great.
Listen, let's face it. I'm gonna die of something lung related. One day I'm gonna die.
Christ, Joe.
Listen, come on, guy. I'm 61. You think I started smoking when I'm 12? What's that? What's that?
40.
Yeah.
No, 50, I don't know. 49.
Not to add to that. You know, you grew up in Jersey. God knows what's in your fucking nose.
If they could, you know.
Years. Angel dust for 3. You got a little heroin in there. You got a couple of pubic hairs in your nose. You're sniffing mufflers and God knows what else. You know.
You don't think those help?
No. Well, the it's in the lungs, and when you cough, when you do a bong hit, the fucking pubic hairs like one of those vacuum cleaners. Things out there, Spiritos Malo.
Yeah, we're pretty sure.
Oh boy.
But I'm getting, bro, my cardio's really building up. I'm very impressed.
Yeah.
Yeah. Very impressed. I'm doing the
You
right stuff.
stand sometimes. Oh, can we
The
get...
body, whatever fucking road and put me on 25 seconds to punch in the bag. Stop. First 3 times I did, I had to rest for like 2 days. just 20, like when you see Mike Tyson doing all that shit, come on. It's fucking powerful. Powerful. And my brother, stay black. He loves you. Don't worry about nothing, all right? Remember what I told you, if Israel strikes tonight, right? Call me in the morning, I'll give you a number to call, I'll give you instructions. Peroxide in your eyeballs, the whole fucking thing, the gas mask, how to make a gas mask at home.
Guess it's time for
You started going
casino.
out there. I think fucking I think they're listening.
What's that?
I think the internet's listening. You started to go in and out there.
You know what is listening to me. You know why? The feds are on. They know my connections. They know. They're trying to wiretap me every other way. I hear the clicking in my phone. I hear any drama. Yeah.
It's fucked up. Let's hope it doesn't happen.
Have a great week, my friend. Stay black and beautiful.
Love you, buddy.
Love you. is almost here, and I'm gonna party with the savages with my little freeze party.
This guy ain't playing. What the backdraft is going on?
Ready? Just pop it into the freezer for 1 hour. When the smoke passes through it, forget about it. It's like you're smoking on a cloud. Everything opens up. Even if you're coughing, you feel a lot better. You're not spitting up that black stuff that you usually spit by smoking that staminka weed. You know what I'm saying?
Why are y'all not moving in?
With the freeze pipe. Me,
That's what I
for the
would
last
do.
4 or 5 years, that's all I use. That's the only glass I use. The freeze pipe. Why? Like I told Lee today in the podcast, I'm going to go for some type of lung thing. Let's go back. If you're walking on ice, you might as well dance. But with the freeze pipe, I feel a lot better. I don't wake up in the morning. Like I smoke 20 joints with paper from professionals, so you understand what I'm saying. So do yourself a favor. Let the freeze pipe level up your experience. Visit thefreezepipe.com and check out the biggest sale of the year. Hey, listen, Freeze Pipe wants you to have their products. You understand me? Whether it's the bubbler, the big bunk, they're all special, unique, and guess what else they do? They'll rock your world, Jack. So do yourself a favor. Visit thefreezepipe.com.
Oh, New Year.
See something you like? It's not on sale? Fine. Use code DIAZ, D-I-A-Z, for 10% off your entire order. That's thefreezepipe.com with code DIAZ, D-I-A-Z, for 10% off. You ready? American owned, affordably priced, and free domestic shipping. If you order today, Tuesday, you're going to get out of 420 that you got to remember. Just remember, American owned. Oh, beautiful. Oh, great. Listen, the check-in is also brought to you by, I got lost there for a second. You know what I'm saying? It's Tuesday. It was a long Monday night. Anyway, the check-in is brought to you by Liquid IV, my favorite. Listen, you're not getting any younger. Put down the booze and start drinking some liquids like Liquid IV. This stuff keeps me going. Listen, I don't even drink a pre-energy drink before jiu-jitsu. I drink a Liquid IV. I got your little, what is it, acai, the blue acai or something. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. And you gotta try the Concord
Girl,
grape,
fuck
the
them
pina
clinics.
colada. You got the sea berry. You got, oh, forget about it. Listen, I love everything.
People make up their damn minds.
And like I said, a friend of mine told me he don't do no drinks before jiu-jitsu. He drinks 16 ounces and I started doing it, and guess what? It's top for me. I'm losing weight. I'm looking better. You know, look at me. Anyway, mix 1 stick with water and you're good to go. I keep the Liquid IV in my bag, 1 in the car, just in case. You know, you got a flat tire. What are you going to do for it? You're going to drink that old water in the back. You might as well fill it up and make believe anyway. Turn your water into extraordinary hydration with Liquid IV. What we're going to do here is get 20% off your first order. Liquid IV, and you go to liquidiv.com. Again,
Come on, man.
liquidiv.com, S-H-A-J, J-O-E-Y, that's the thing you can get a spell with. All right, so S-H-A-J, J-O-E-Y, and check out. That's 20% off your first order today. Use promo code Joey. Listen, Liquid IV's helped me a lot. It's going to help you too. Greetings It's Tuesday, the 23rd of April. The check-in is brought to you by, oh my God, Manscaped. Listen up, guys. You don't have to have kids, but you do have to take care of your little boys between the belt, okay? Luckily, Manscaped has what you need. They're ready to take your nuts from the unruly to nice and fucking smooth with the Lawnmower 3.0 Plus,
So that's
the
what you want to.
4.0
Okay.
and the 5.0 Ultra. Listen, I love them all. Choose your trimmer, get grooming. Each version comes with skin-safe technology and LED spotlight in case you want to shave your balls at night in the dark. Unique features for different grooming needs. Find a trimmer that's right for you and go to town. Let me tell you something. Every time I shave my nuts, I lose 10 pounds. That's how much of an afro I got down there. You got to upgrade your ball trimmer and take care of them for
Much
life.
of an
They're your
afro.
balls. If you're not going to take care of them now, they're going to spit in your face when you get older. That's why I always manscape. I put the cream. I do everything. Hey, it's Passover. What do you want from me? Do yourself a favor. Get 20% off and free shipping with code Joey at manscaped.com. That's 20% off and free shipping by pressing in code Joey. It's very easy at manscaped.com. Listen, for the best your boys have ever looked, trust Manscaped. I don't even know why they write boys. Balls. We like the word ball. If you use boys or tentacles, anything like that, the difference other people. So do yourself a favor, support the show and get 20% off and free shipping at manscaped.com, code Joey. The check-in is also brought to you by, now that your balls are clean, you got
Let me
Bluetooth.
see something.
Listen, you'll get used to it in a flash, but now things are starting to slow down. Turn back the clock with Blue Chew. Blue Chew is an online service that sends you ED meds right to your door. No stories, no nothing. They got the same active ingredients as Viagra, Cialis, and Levitra, but chewable tablets at a fraction of the cost. And it's a total win all around for everybody. Your dick will be harder, and you'll be saving money. Who's better than you, okay? Blue
Nobody.
Chew is tremendous. You can put it in your wallet, and when you find the victim and the pigeon's on the lake, boom! You pop that thing, and within minutes you're jumping up and down. You understand me? And getting started is easy. Life is a party. You follow me? You're gonna show up without Blue Chew. What are you doing to yourself? It's Tuesday. Get the party started right. The summer's coming. You want to impregnate. You want to do things. You know what I'm saying? So, do yourself a favor. Just sign up at BlueChew.com. Consult with one of the licensed medical providers. Once you're approved, your prescription will be at your doorstep. Tip-top magoo. Even the mailman will be laughing when he delivers it. Listen, Blue Chew wants to help you have better sex. Discover your options at BlueChew.com. You know what we call it. Chew it and do it, Jack. And we got a special deal for Passover. Ready for this? Try Blue Chew for free. When you press in code Diaz at checkout, just pay a fin for shipping. That's $5 for shipping. That's BlueChew.com. Promo code Diaz to receive your first month absolutely free. Visit BlueChew.com for more details and important safety information. Thank Blue Chew for
How do you rotate shit?
the show. Listen, support the show. Try Blue Chew for the small $5. Just for shipping. You're gonna get the party for free. And now, without further ado, let's get this party started. Where's Little Lisa?
I love your TVs running through your lives. It's over. They didn't put you on this planet just to give up. If Uncle Joey could do it, I can rule the world. I think you gotta be thankful. Welcome back to
What's up, dog?
It's good to see you, buddy.
That's over with all the Jews in the struggle. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, it's the worst.
Tuesday, the 23rd, I think. It's a beautiful day to be alive. What's happening, brother, man?
Passover, we got into not a fight, but an argument with Action Bronson when he came on. Because it's the Passover, like Jews can make good food, but Passover is like, it feels like a punishment when you're a kid. Passover is
brutal.
Oh,
You might as well be in Papillon and they put you in the desert. You might as well eat a roach than eat that fucking Jew
Cool.
food on fast food.
Oh,
It
that
won't even give you heartburn. That's how bad it is. It's very bland. It won't even give you heartburn. You won't fart. You won't even know one in your system. It's like fucking, it's like California roll. You don't even know it's in there. It just goes in there and it disappears.
Have you tried your filter fish? Have you ever had that?
Yeah, when I was younger.
You did? It's like hot dog fish, basically.
I think the Jews just eat peasant shrimp. Like I don't know if they have fucking like sushi. I don't know what was going on in fucking Jewville. I don't know if they didn't have fucking, albacore. They hit you with these fucking nasty fishes that you gotta dope up. I mean, whitefish I love. I don't mind the whitefish with the mayo and all that chicken cream. That's not bad. I love the salmon. I like salmon from all directions. I like the bagel. I like the pale Jews.
All right. So I think we're.
That shit, I don't think they give you brisket on Passover.
I think
My
this
mom
will
makes
do.
brisket. My mom, that's the one rule I have for her for almost every holiday.
You're gonna serve some practice, swim fast shit. I don't hate that shit. Remember swim fast and drink it, you wouldn't fart.
What?
You fart, but it was like this invisible fog. Like you go to reach to see how the swim fast is working. And
Oh my
there's no odor for
God,
the swim fast.
bro!
Like drink a milkshake.
You drink, but you wouldn't.
Let me tell you something.
Wow!
You
Wow!
don't have to ride in nobody, we do that. You know like that. People like, you didn't do it. Shut the fuck up. People have no idea what's going on. So, especially edible ones. Like,
I'm this close to demolishing all the shit in life. Starting anew. Because the way y'all have been giving me problem
so
after
funny, honest to
problem
God, I've
after
been very,
problem.
very good. And it's like, I learned to sleep without the edibles. I learned to do a lot of stuff without the edibles, which is very sad because I wouldn't fucking go to sleep unless I took edibles. That was part of it. And I gave it a break, 3 years. I mean, I cut back way. And then there was a point there where I started eating them again. I'm like, I'm not going nowhere. I'm eating fucking 80 instead, And I just said, fuck it. Then we started doing a podcast. I said, let's do them on Monday. Now, I've been dilly-dallying with them. Like last Monday, I think I was 100. You know what I'm saying? Like I've been just on the, 400.
Taking it light.
And Thursday, I was about to fly now. Since the pandemic, I haven't gotten lit up on a plane. Not even smoking weed before a plane. It's hysterical. Today, as I was leaving Austin, I had a joint in my pocket. I left it right on the trash at the airport. Somebody comes in, the Pink Panther was there. So, I always leave little joints and roaches at places and see how they react. People react to them and stuff. Like, you never know. So, Thursday I was leaving, and I fucking go, you know what? It's 420 weekend, and I fucked up because I didn't bring the APXs with me. I just grabbed 800 milligrams, like 4. And
That's
I
one
get
day.
Huh?
That's only enough for a day.
Now, I didn't know, whatever, so I get to the airport.
Move out them
I'm
dirty
really scared of
bitches.
taking them. It's been the first
You want the
time
high tech shit, bro.
on a plane in fucking 4 years, so Ari's in Newark Airport. He meets me and I go, listen, Ari, I gotta go grab a burrito.
Okay.
Something to put in my stomach. I eat these out. So I went and grabbed the burrito. It was a fucking Arab guy with the turban. I'm like, I'm not even gonna eat this thing. It's gonna be terrible. I don't even know. As soon as I saw the turban, he's selling Mexican food. I'm like, where'd I go wrong? Where the fuck did we go wrong? I mean, people just said, but I tell you, I bit into the burrito because he had gloves on at least. If you had no gloves on, I would just throw it away. He had gloves on, and fucking, I took a bite out of it. Lee, it was the best braised beef burrito I've had in my life. I had to eat my words. And I knew there was lamb in there, he's in there putting in fake lamb or some shit. I ate the whole fucking thing. And then I sat there and I was only gonna eat 400 milligrams. And I said, fuck it, let's go for pro. So I popped fucking 600. And then I didn't feel nothing, so I popped it. By the time the little lunch came, I was fucked up. I was watching that show, I don't know what it's called, Gentlemen, on Netflix. It's a fucking tremendous show, but this Chinese guy grows weed, and there's an English guy, and it's just a fucking interesting show. But after 2 episodes, I just couldn't fucking take it no more. But in fact, shit, when that little lady came up and she was like, this vest, I didn't know what she was talking about. You know, like when they show you the vest in the beginning with the blinking lights and the whistle and the air, I'm like, what is this shit?
Wait, here, I have a couple of questions.
Yeah.
They do the vest at the beginning of the fight.
I was already fucked up.
I know, but you said you waited and didn't feel anything. How long did you give the first 6 minutes?
20 minutes, 25 minutes. We got shit to do and people to see it. I had a movie to watch. You know what I'm saying? I got episodes. I got Hulu.
So you didn't really give it any. Oh my god! And then
I was so high, I couldn't figure out the fucking email. I couldn't figure out how to go from computer to fucking, airplane mode. And I kept getting, I'm not the sharpest mode. Now I got fucking a batch of THC juice in my bloodstream, and I can't figure it out. That took about 20 minutes. But the clinker of the night was when that bitch brought 3 pieces of cheese and 2 crackers. That fucked me up. I'm like, who does this to somebody? This is like Jews. That's what the Jews do. They give you 3 pieces of cheese and 2 crackers. Now, when you're sober, you just eat the fucking thing. But when you're high, you're like, why would somebody short me on a fucking cracker? You know what I'm saying? And now you're like, how am I going to eat the cheese? Because they give you those 2 pieces of white cheese, you don't know what they are. But then they give you that dead yellow cheese that's fucking old, that whatever, like cheddar, Colby. And you definitely need a cracker for that fucking thing.
You need
So
a cracker?
I just broke the cracker in half. I did some algebra. And I was happy the rest of the fucking night. And I got to walk and eat, and I was fucked up, Lee. And I got to my room, and I was taking a shower, and in the shower, I'm like, I am fucked up.
Really?
Now, I went to Red Band's room, the Sunset Strip. There was nobody at the mothership. And I was high till I got home. After I got off stage, the edible settled down a little bit, and I ordered like fucking 10 tacos. They were tremendous. Fucking bean and cheese tacos, Lee. Oh my God. Took me right back to the fucking office. Yeah, steak tacos. Then Friday night at the mothership, fucking whatever, brought in barbecue, Terry Black.
Oh, nice. That's
A thing of
good.
brisket, a thing of turkey, and a thing of fucking sausage. I didn't touch the sausage. The turkey was to die for. I wish I could have brought the tray. And I had some brisket. The brisket was so good and so thick. The next morning, Saturday morning, I got up and I had breakfast and I went for my morning walk. And I smoked a number and I had to run back to the hotel because I had to take a shit, right? So I sit on this toilet. I know it's going to be deadly. So I don't even go into my room. I go right in the whole lobby. There's those nice bathrooms. And this is a great hotel. And the Moon Tower Comedy Festival was there, right? So I don't even know it's the Moon Tower Comedy Festival. I get there, I see Mark Maron, I see Brad Williams, I saw Roy Wood and Rachel Feinstein. It was great to see Hot Barry. It was great to fucking see him, one of my favorites. And anyway, I took this fucking dump at about 10 in the morning, right? And, this is a nice hotel. They got those porcelain tubs. But when I shot, it just went bang, the whole toilet shot, right? Like it rattled. What the fuck's going on? So I look at it. It was just like a 6-incher, but it was heavy. It had some meat to it, meatloaf. And it wouldn't flush. Do you know I went back in there like a floor to pee, and the shit was still on the bottom, and it would refuse to flush. I must have stood there for 10 minutes flushing the toilet. I was so embarrassed. It wouldn't give in.
This was in the front lobby of the hotel?
Yeah. It didn't smoke. It was just, a fucking missile in there. It looked like a Zeppelin in the toilet. It looked like a Zeppelin. That's what it looked like. And then finally, after like 20 minutes of flushing, finally just, I don't know.
Oh, Jesus.
I left a little piece of nicotine gum to let them know it was daddy, you know what I'm saying?
That's your calling card, the nicotine gum bandit? You're just like...
Oh, everywhere I hang out. Like if I go to jiu-jitsu, I look at the parking lot, there's all yellow gum. If I go to my gym, there's 20 yellow gums. That's the mark of the Cuban. The nicotine.
Oh. Jesus. And then I want to talk about you not shitting in your room. Will you leave your room to go shit in the lobby? Like if you know it's gonna be bad?
Well, you're downstairs already. Nobody goes for those bathrooms downstairs. Just chubby professionals like myself that know about that hidden gem. I love hotel rooms, but there's two things I hate about hotel rooms: going to the bathroom in a hotel room and eating in the room.
Okay.
I really don't like eating in the room. I don't like people in my room. I don't know who I hate worse in my room, guys or girls.
Oh, yeah.
I do not
I
have
don't want
any.
anyone in the room.
When we do Vegas, it's a suite, so I would have everybody come up. You know, we would order room service, and smoke weed. But
Oh, yeah,
I
the
don't.
living room.
You remember that?
Yeah, of course, yeah.
No,
Okay, that was a cool room.
It was, but it was a pretty great weekend. I'm really proud of Red Band. We put something nice together down there.
Oh, nice.
And it was a nice club. I mean, it was packed. You know, I just didn't do well. I was clunky that night. I was still fucking high as fuck. I was
How do you
high
feel?
for about 7 hours. Heavy, like those heavy 7 hours where you're like, oh. I had a question myself when I would walk and huff and puff from the anxiety. I was high.
How do you feel? How do you feel going on stage high now? Is it any different?
No, I didn't go on. That was the only night I went on stage on the other. I didn't bring any other ones with me.
Right, but I'm
No,
like,
I don't want to fuck around. I gotta get comfortable.
no.
I do a couple of
Okay.
hits with joint. I didn't drink down there at all. You know, well, I really fucked it up. I didn't do acid this time. The acid was there waiting for me. There was mushrooms. I didn't do anything. I really wanted to focus on these sets.
And how did they go?
It took me 4 months to turn a page. I finally knew what was going on with me, why I was clunky, and it was very interesting. But the reason I called you last night was to talk to you about that scene. There was 1, 2, 3, there were 4, I knew a lot of comics, but there were 4 young comics that I had known at the comedy store in LA. And I watched them perform. They improved so fucking much. Hassan, the top with the fucking beard.
Hassan Ahmad, I think Hassan was like, and there's a podcast there posting. Yeah.
Just unbelievable. Opening up the room every night, confident. You see it, it inspires.
Trying to play some games. There's some time to think about.
And what came back into my comedy was the humanity factor. Since I only had 15 minutes, I was going up there trying to be fucking live. That's not gonna work. That's not gonna work. You gotta slow it down a little bit, let them know what's going on in your world, and then attack from there. Piece of the So I figured that out after 4 months. It took me 4 or 5 months. But again, I'm not working 7 nights a week. If I would have been doing this but a second month, I would have figured it out. So it was enjoyable. I had a fucking great time, and I can't ask for anything else. I'm 61 years old. This is exactly what I want to do. And if that's where I'm going to do the residency next year, like in September, so be it. What can I do?
So I wanna be, so I wanna be.
How do you feel compared to when you started? How do you feel about?
I hate when the high-rise buildings
In January,
turn black already.
when I started back up in January and started,
And
I
get
know who I
abandoned.
am now and I know my place. I know I don't, listen, you know how to find a happy medium, like you always do. I think I had a family with me and I had a good time. With me,
One time.
and made me stop
I'm
doing
gonna get up. Couple minutes.
for a while. I said, you know what, I want to settle down. I forget a lot of like Zeppelin books. Robert Plant, we lost his son, and after a long tour that we just got back to each other for a year, so that was the first time I had done that. I know for a fact, Lee, I can't handle the plane rides. Right now. Work myself up to it, and go to my favorite places, but that's way
Said I
down.
wanna be, said I
That's
wanna
way
be,
down.
said I wanna be.
right now I just gotta get my feet under me. You know, I think after the pandemic, a lot of comics went right back to work to make money and stuff. And a lot of comics didn't have new material. It just wasn't. And I think since the pandemic, I don't know, has changed and we rushed back. I get that comics should go back into, you know, comedy clubs for 6 months and work on their craft. They went right back to theaters and stadiums. It was like nothing happened. So, what's that word? Pretty much anchored. I know I don't, I'm not sweating this at all. I'm not sweating this at all. I don't give a fuck what happens on stage. I'm gonna be funny and I'm gonna have a good time. And that's it. That's basically it.
And are you having a good? Seems like you're having a good time.
Yeah, I had a really good time this weekend. And to be honest with you, I had a better time in the little room.
Oh, okay.
The little room really sucks the comedy out of you. It's small. It's really fucking developmental room. And I told Joe and a couple guys, I go, all I need is 2 weeks in this motherfucker. 2 weeks,
Oh, yeah?
2 minutes a night. I taped it. I got 40, you know.
You think you would get 40 minutes
Out of that room, yeah, because you go up there with no expectations. You don't even write the joke. You just write the premise and go up there with the premise and put it to yourself. Who gives a fuck? That's the discipline, you know. And guess what? Those people that came on Monday saw that joke bomb. They giggled, but I didn't really get it. By Wednesday, if they come back, it's got life to it. If they come back the following Wednesday, it's almost complete. It may not be tied into something correctly, but I took down a bit. You know what I'm saying? I took down a bit I wanted to try this week. As usual, after Joey Diaz, I left my notebook on the desk.
Oh, you didn't bring it? Oh, no.
So I had to dip into the computer, you know, and I'm not good with the typing jokes. It's just not me. I started writing them, and I remember more if I fucking write them. You know, I'm not going to say I can't write on the computer, but I didn't have my notebook. I didn't have my thoughts. I thought of one topic I really wanted to dive into. And again, I didn't dive into it in the big room, but in the little room, it just popped up into my mind. I go, let's rock. And I think I got 3 minutes out of the joke. And I taped it. I got home there after my nap. I wrote it down.
For everyone out there listening, to do 40 minutes in 2 weeks, I know we were talking, but like, even if it was 30 minutes in 2 weeks, is that what
I'm saying is I would come up with 35 minutes in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Which spawn into 45 in another week or so, 2 weeks. Because of the way this room, it's like the ice house. When we went to the ice house together, I didn't do jokes you heard before. We just ran out technicals. And those were the best nights we ever had. There was no pressure. They paid $20. They paid $20. You know? $20. And I didn't give a fuck. Remember, I did New Year's in there. A couple times. 90 because it's a flowing room. When you're in those rooms, who gives a fuck about the money? You're getting thousands of dollars flowing from your head, which you never get before. And those are the rooms that you go up. They're a good audience. You know they're going to be good. But you're going to take a bullet, and you're going to go up there and just say the premises. Fucking the Jews bombed Iran. Palestinians got a breather for a while. You know. The Palestinians will be able to eat again. You know, just little things that come into your mind. Right? You know, and that's the beauty of this thing. I can't, after this weekend, I was laying there Thursday night on the fucking edible juice in bed. I don't know if
That was a risky money thing.
This makes you think. People think like I'm quiet and shit. I'm fucking thinking. When I'm at that club, listen, I don't want to get into a conversation. Like a deep, keep it light. How you doing? Good. How you feel? Great. How's your wife? Tremendous. Move on. Because I'm watching, I'm listening, and I'm thinking, which is very rare. But I'm not talking.
No, you're pretty quiet.
I'm not talking. There's no reason to talk. If
I talk, I'm taking away from the energy from the crowd. I don't even get mad anymore before I go on stage. Like I was thinking about, I don't throw tantrums no more. I don't call people names and shit. I don't yell at fucking Joe in the green room and fucking walk out yelling. He gets so happy when I fucking yell at people. You motherfuckers. I'm trying to focus on the set. You motherfuckers are talking about carrots or fighting. I'll fucking kill you. And people are like, what the fuck is up with him? And they don't know that as I walk out, if I call them all cocksuckers, I'm giggling because at least I got my thinking up and I got fired up. When I come back, I'm like, we knew you were doing, motherfucker. You insulted us, just funny up there.
Would you go from like zero, like silent, to just screaming at people about like whatever
I
you were
would just
talking
sit
about?
there and listen to you talk stupidity for 35 minutes while I'm trying to focus on a fucking joke. And all I hear about is whatever topic you're beating the phone with. Yeah, I want to go to Netflix. There's a festival thing. I believe, listen, just be funny. That's it. It's 20 minutes. The fucking, how did you feel when you, shut the fuck up. How did I feel? I was just happy to be alive. I was on stage and they were laughing. How do you think I fucking felt? Like fucking Madonna with a knee brace on? I felt fucking great.
Not a knee brace.
And it's crazy that you say like it reminds you of the stage 2 at the old Ice House. And I'm sure it's great now, but those Wednesdays, we went for years, like off and on, but like you must have done at least
Twice a month, we would do it. Twice a month. I did maybe 2 New Years a month. I don't like big New Year.
No, but those shows.
Lower taxes.
Show. Expecting a fucking bottle of shitty champagne and some fucking party favors. That has the
I don't think I want to.
$200 because you're gonna spend that shit like this. Are you fucking retarded? Listen, just give me the small 25. We'll start the show at 7:30.
I don't think I want to.
I'll get you out by
Lower
9:30.
taxes.
House by 10.
What was the other thing?
Like 10:30. And, you had a good time. You giggled. The girl giggled. I love that shit. But the big production, I'm gonna do a countdown with my Dick Clark. Get the fuck out of here. I don't even like the fucking countdown. Those are 3 years up there. And people dug them. 7:30. 7:30. Let you out into the fucking horizon. Let's take a picture. You have a cocktail. And you can either go home, make a reservation to eat. It's I loved all that shit. I hate that second show.
Oh, New Year's? You didn't do second shows at the Ice House.
What happened?
You didn't, at least in the small room, you didn't really do second shows. There was one show a night, and like I'll put those shows up against any kind of like. And I've seen you at all over the country. Like the store you were always great at, but that room in particular, was like there were like 2 rows. There was a table row, I think maybe 2 table rows, and then like the back area where like were against the wall. So it was like 3 rows of people with like 80 people in a tiny space. And it was just like, I don't think I've ever laughed harder than those nights. Those were great shows.
People have no idea. As a young comic, everybody wants to strive to the arena and shit. But if you do comedy and you consider the audiences, listen, man, I grew up on listening to albums that had 200 people in the audience. They would tape at a fucking restaurant. You can hear the Forks. Listen to an old Pryor album. Listen to an old Red Fox album. Listen to an old, that white dude. Not
Lenny Bruce?
No. Even Lenny Bruce. You would hear people eating and drinking, and you could hear the cigarette smoke, and,
Not
you
hear
could
the
hear the
cigarette
cigarette
smoke.
smoke. That's how thick it was. If there was 150 people in the room, 180 was smoking. You know what I'm saying? Like, 30 women fucking pregnant. They were fucking smoking. Like, that ain't good. But, yeah, I grew up on it. So, when I really walked into the restaurant, one of those fancy retailers,
like
How many shows done that?
it was one of the best shows I've ever had. Like I've only done 50. And this is my fourth time. So, and it's basically every Joker I've ever written in my life. Not exactly the first. And it was the first time, not saying I had written, but it was the first time I didn't really have like a role in the movie. Like I kept the jokes flowed, I did them in a good order, I interacted with them a little bit, I wrote the jokes about the city first, like when I walked in, I got the car for a minute, and like it was probably the best, like, quote unquote, headline. It's not, it was a brewery, like an hour and a half outside of work, but it was almost 3 hours outside the bar. So it was really early. But, it was just a super
You know, this stuff from time to time is good for the soul. But, you know, when you got an SLD, it's good for you.
oh no.
So you go from 20, 30 bucks to you get 50, maybe you do 50. You don't want to put yourself in a predicament doing 4 of those. Because you know you're going to go 2 for 2. It's Friday late shows, they're fucking out. It's Saturday late shows when you start not to have, when you don't know how to control the early show because they're too conservative. So it's very fucking, it's a very tricky. That's why I'd rather you learn that doing 20 and 25 because you don't have to do it 2 for 2. If you bomb with your Friday, you feel fucking bad.
Oh, I'm not.
And you
Honestly,
just classic, you fucking go, what am I gonna do Saturday, Friday, and late news? You know, like you see me, the guy that books before shows, and the late show Saturday. Oh, finally figured it out. You know, we've been there for all the Stuff is good. But it's fucking also, I hope these motherfuckers don't start no problems. I hope I don't have to go to the fall of the fucking street. Already, they were talking about on a Sunday, that fucking world news tonight, I was watching the fucking Dallas game. Also, the world news tonight. The first game, I only watched the first 2 stories. Then I got anxiety. Things I don't give a fuck.
no, you don't need that.
But Austin was pretty neat. I figured out why. Listen, the comedy scene down there, it's a great scene to live in. It really is. And I forgot to do a precedent down there. Sometimes everybody puts you up some, you know, it's like the Netflix special. They're doing a couple of shows in a church. And it was pretty interesting to see guys there, a lot of homeless, you know. But I like what they do on 6th Street. You know, I don't know how long it is, but they close it off. You walk in the streets, you could, you know, the tacos, and all this shit, you're watching bands, you're watching, you know, balcony parties. I used to see if there's a problem in the city, 62% would be down there. And there's so many cops on every block and cars and shit built and painted. I like that. I couldn't believe how close it was from the mothership to the Sunset Strip to the movie theater, the Antons where they were doing the Moon Tower parties. I mean, it was really, I get it. I get it. You know, it's a great place if you want to become. Going down there to get to the mothership and think your life's going to change, that's not the act. That's so you back off, you wait for the fucking crowd clip, and then you go in there and you have the right time. But there's just, you know, that's it. They have a ton of clubs, which everybody speaks well of. But you can tell that it's like anything else. In LA, everybody wants a comedy store. People will give their arm to be a fucking comedy store. For some people, it's a reality. For some people, they'll be, you know, like Ari, you auditioned 18 times.
And Do you think Austin would be a good place to go for like a newer comic, or do you think you need to be like in LA or New York, that you have to be kind of seasoned before you go to Austin?
I think it all depends on what you want to do and where you look at yourself as a comic. If you were like me and I had 3 minutes, it's not the place. I would have got laughed out of that. You should have 15 minutes.
Well, it's clear I need to put a fire station closer.
By the time you get to Austin,
This is what y'all are telling me.
you're not a professional comic yet because you're not making a living. What you are is up and rising. You're writing every day. You've got money on the table so you can survive and pay your bills in Austin. You got a chance to do, if you want to do comedy. You know those people who really want to do that? Listen, you don't want to do that. Not gonna. But like me in 91 to 95, no wife, no responsibility, no kids, no nothing. You guys go to
That's what y'all are telling me.
shows a night. Since you're right, you're every night open up theaters. Oh, man, a little step becomes a big step. And we're opening up, doing 15 fucking minutes. Before the show gets started, before the night gets started, I got a set every night that pays me $25. That's $125 a week. Yes, already I'm rocking and rolling. Now, next month I'm gonna make $135 a week. So, and then you look at it money, you can look at it from
God damn it.
just how funny I want to be, or you can look at it now. I want to
I hate when there's an abandoned big building.
I've done the reading of the intro.
Okay.
Second time I saw him headlining, and I could tell that was it. He was in the rotation. Was he ready to go to Hollywood?
Why is this place, this city so
Running triple runs, and he was on the rotation.
attractive? Catching on fire.
He drinks, he gets up, he writes, he gets coffee, he smokes cigarettes, and he gets on stage there, he gets destroyed, and he does it every night. Without hesitation. He lived in his car, with a big hanger in the back. You would hang your clothes and slide it over. He had committed to who he was. And for I'll take the $55 they give me for the hotel. Stay in the car, sleep outside the hotel, and go in there early, take a shower, and spend the food. It'll be a little tough, but that's gonna hurt sleeping in the car.
I've been playing this damn game for years. This is the first time I've had so many fires in a city. Y'all don't appreciate the 10 cents more that y'all get. Because here's the thing.
I'm in Iowa.
Giving a whole lot. I want to make more than I'm spending. And right now it's neck and neck.
I see.
Because y'all asses want to be greedy.
Like people living in their car and doing all that shit. I really do love comedy. Living in my car is that, I don't know, like.
It's ramen time.
I did it. Remember, I got into comedy at 28. By 95, I was 32. In 98, 99, LA, where was I? 37. I was sleeping in my car outside Johnson. But I was at the store. I had a place to go 2 hours a day. I could take a shower at the comedy store at 9 and take a shower at Josh's at 6 or Ralphie Mays. We had a community. Just because you had an apartment didn't mean you were rocking and rolling. You needed something. and I could help you, and you could help me. And when I look at that point in my comedy career, I talked about it in the book, how, dog, we had a big support, and it was funny. They knew I took buses to gigs, and they would make fun of me. You know, what time is your bus? You know, I mean, it was, but everybody helped somebody give me a ride for the bus. You know?
Oh, I have a flasher over here.
How awesome is it that
Screaming.
most of these good times in the world?
Who over here flashing? How you flashing? Yo, I wish this part of the game
You couldn't, you know,
acted like
so when you were
the Citizen app,
dropping in people,
where you can actually pull up video of sad crime. Oh my god, I wish that was possible.
Josh Wolf got a school turkey burger from, you know, and then there was somebody on the other block, I forget who the fuck that was. Well, Mitch Hedberg was there, but I only played tennis with Mitch down at Gorky Park.
You can pull out a little park back here or something.
They lived in that building across from Ralphie. No, the other one, Sierra Bonita. But it was a community. People weren't laughing at you because you lived in your car. They kind of looked at you and said, what the fuck is up with this guy?
And do you see that happening in Austin now? Not people living in their cars, but like the group of comics that's there.
Living in that car. Brian Simpson was living in his car. He just has a Netflix special on Netflix. Hans Kid was living in his car when they went down. And guys in the Range were over at Tuscaloosa. They were living in Empire. But they weren't.
I thought y'all wanted it.
Guys, it's just a weird thing. You put everything as now. People have to know that feeling. It's a feeling that it's a lonely feeling. So at the same time, you become a person how to do that. Like, I don't care something about society. It's got nothing to do with what I'm doing. I do not have a wife. I do not have a child. My mother's dead. My father's in a nursing home with dementia. Don't even know who I am. Every time he sees me, he calls me Chico. You know, it's fucking, you know. So what do? You tell me you want to be a man. Yes. Yeah, but my friends, I'm missing. Your friends will understand if you're going to your dreams. Don't come back in 10 years. 10 years, and then tell your friends what happened. If you do that commitment, you're not going to come back to your dreams.
Let's go more Roman up the damn fork. The madness. Welcome to my live stream, bitch.
What I needed to do. I had no agents, nobody wanted to rep me, Montreal, all those people didn't want to fuck me. So I had one job.
So where's 14?
1 a.m. 12:30 at the store. And then from 12:30, it followed at 12 o'clock, started 12:15, which is 12 minutes.
Ooh!
Now, on Friday, she puts you up at 10:45. Don't get too excited, it's not going to be forever. But if you follow me, those are the little successes you have to look at. It's your mindset. You know, it's really the mindset. Just because people are not doesn't mean you're failing.
That last fire truck was taking forever though.
You want people to know how you do? Turn up the
Had me thinking nobody was over there.
It's all in your mind, you know. Real quick, let me take a breather. Speaking of your mind, I want to talk to you about better health. We'll be back in 30, 60 seconds. All right. Take your time. All right, you savages, this episode is brought to you by Better Health. Listen, the summer's coming. If you're pouring everything you got to work and exhausted by the afternoon, it's time to make a change. Trust me, I'm telling you how to make a change. Better Health online therapy is incredible. Get back to one of the licensed therapists and learn what you like to do, what and who makes you happy, and how to set boundaries so you can live your best life. Listen, that's what they did with me. I was just kind of late. I had some problems. I years ago, I didn't like the anxiety. I was like waking up in the morning, like thinking about stuff. She coached me, she spoke to me. I sat with them for like 8, 9 months. And here we are today, TikTok. So do yourself a favor. With BetterHelp, everything is done online. No driving to the office, you're sitting on the couch, looking at some great couch. You can do therapy, you can privacy, and you relax. And you feel more open. Understand me? It's great. You don't drive nowhere, you're not so stressed out. Actually, you have time to focus on about your day and how your cutoffs will die, and no. So just take a short course, and BetterHelp will connect you with one of the tremendous licensed therapists. If you're not happy with your therapist, you can switch therapists at any time for no additional charge. But trust me, once you find the one that works for you,
13,000 people left.
to the next level. So do yourself a favor, learn to make time for what makes you happy. Forget everybody else that needs you. With BetterHelp, you're going to learn what makes you happy. So visit BetterHelp.com/Diaz, D-I-A-Z, today, right now. You get 10% off your first month. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/Diaz. Listen, this episode is brought out by BetterHelp. Take the miracles with me. So give online therapy a try at BetterHelp.com/DIAC. And get on your way to being the best version of yourself. Trust me, here I am 4 years later. I'm flying through the air. I'm Joey, whatever. Anyway, back to the show. Stay black. I love you. We're back, bitches. If you're having problems, go on to BetterHelp. They'll help you out. I had problems. BetterHelp help me out, and they gave me figure. Exercises to work with. It is what it is. But yeah, listen, commitment to anything. It makes me sick when somebody tells me they want to do something. 4 weeks later, you bump into them and they got a fucking sex. It makes you fucking sick to your stomach. And eventually it makes people sick to their stomach to the point where they won't go up or they'll move with. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of fucking weird, the balance that they have. So, whatever. Whether you're an artist, whether you're a fucking, contractor, you want to be in like customizing. Fucking them up, costing yourself money, putting a hole in the wall because you didn't measure it right, painting it the wrong color. After 3 or 4 years of that, you're either gonna quit or you elevate. You become this fucking, I remember when I was roofing in 1991. My brother-in-laws were fucking geniuses. They had been roofing since they were kids, and now they were in their and I would get on the roof with them and see what they did, like the pipes and shit, and my heart would stop. Like, fuck, how good are these guys at what they did? They didn't get that good by taking classes. They got that good by being on a roof every fucking day for 10 years.
I had some work done at my place, and I was talking to this old wood guy. I'm a carpenter, and he was talking about at the beginning when like he was starting, and they had him clean up and do like hard stuff like that for like a couple of years, and he was talking to his owner years later about like what he looks for in someone who like know that you're ready to do something, even if you feel like you're ready. He said like the people who were too eager to like let me show you what I can do, it took them longer to go in. He said the people who would like ask him questions and like weren't always like the most certain right away moved along a little faster.
It's really weird how it works. It's like I see it in jiu-jitsu. The guys that come in, they're young balls, they're at every class, and all of a sudden you don't see them anymore. What happened? They broke their fucking clavicle. On the cutting and wrestle these fucking gorillas, and they weren't ready. And then they come
That's the
back.
first time I seen a special report.
But then you get the guy that comes in twice a week. I'm very unassuming, None of that guy. Never fucking looked at a race. The only place
That's it. On that block. He comes in there. That's why jiu-jitsu can learn. That's why jiu-jitsu will always throw you off, because I see muscle guys for years, and all of a sudden there's
Not
this guy
too.
takes his glasses off.
Who was that running like
got
that?
the
Oh,
computer fingers,
okay.
you know.
It was very much giving Crazy Man vibes.
Fucking shirt.
Who was that?
This guy's choking motherfuckers. He's technical. The other guy's using his strength. Who's gonna last longer? The guy that's technical. The guy that hasn't technical. How do you get technical? By fucking showing up, you know? But, you know, a lot of shit's been happening in the news. Anything stick out for you?
Oh, dude, I saw something, and I don't know. I saw this thing from New Mexico where they arrested this guy and the cop was on horseback. He was trying to get the guy shot. Stole like a couple hundred bucks of a small dude. And the cop was going at him. Like, you ever get stopped by like a cop on a fight? Like, this guy wasn't stopped. Like, I don't know.
On a bike or a horse?
Oh, well, yeah, the guy in New Mexico was on a horse.
You get stopped by a guy on a horse. It's like, just shoot yourself right there. Ask him to give you a gun. Give me a gun. I just got a best. I don't fuck the horse. I think the best story of the week is the guy that left live.
Not fired. And
And
fireworks.
That is brilliant that you get in the car and go, you know what, I'm driving 18 hours to get up myself in the car. It's going to be perfect. I took no editing. He didn't leave a note to Holly Osborne. He didn't leave a note to fucking nobody. Just went up in front of the courthouse and lit himself on fire. He just died 2 days ago. Not really. You know what I'm saying? Not really. You're gonna fucking drive 18 hours to light yourself on fire. What do you think? You know what? I'm gonna pay the power. Maybe I'll just light a fire instead of turning this on fire. You know what I'm saying? Maybe I'll just get some newspapers and throw some gas on them and light them on fire and throw a yarmulke in there so they're playing like some crazy Jew guy and run away. Nah.
Oh shit. I don't want that though. It wasn't 20 years ago. um, um, oh boy. All these fires. All right. I'm actually. Oh shit. probably gonna say the same shit. Hmm. Hmm. Yeah. Hmm. All right. Let's see if this works. I don't think this shit works. Um, um, I'll be back.